Druid can't res... I don't think the Druid can res that. Oh, never mind, the Druid can! The Elite Glyph was available. I thought the Stomp was available, but it was not, I think. For Enigma, yeah, did not have stability, unfortunately. So the Revive does come through. Has it now, but the Reaper and the Reinforce from red is going to be enough. Blue gets the node, but actually there's nothing contesting the Druid right now. The Druid might get this. Do we see this cap go through? There's no contest here. Today we do actually have content. It's the monthly automated tournament. I actually have no idea who's actually playing, to be honest. We do have a Syndrana team there by the looks of that. No idea who else, though. No, no. I do like that. That's pretty funny. Enigma's team is also playing. Let's see who Syn's playing with. Yeah. Did they add relics to the PvP build? Did they actually? That's actually pretty cool. I'm not... They actually did. I'm kind of surprised that they ever did that. You know, I do like that. That's a good change. That is actually a good change. We love to see it. We absolutely love to see that. Yo, Blobs, tier 1, floating. Yeah, actual cornerstone game mode right there, guys. We love to see it. We really do love to see it. So here we actually got, we got Sin, we got Pain, we got Sakai, we got Toby, we got little PogChamp here, Pearl on the Vindicator, very good. Rated in the chat as well. Here we go. What else have we got? Lisa actually. This could be a French team. Let's see what we got here. Yes. We do. Yeah, this is Worms. Yeah, this is basically full Worms. So we have Lisa, Esprit, also known as the Big Worm, Goku on Berserker, Princess Kim on Holosmith, and then... Is this some fucking roleplay shit, man? What are they doing? Princess Kim and Princess Alicia. I don't know what this is a reference to, but it's probably some kind of, like, elaborate meme. On the Vindicator and the Holosmith, very good. They're currently beating up on some random pug team. Insane. Cores installed. We love to see that, we really do. What else is going on? I don't know. What about this team? The Worms and their princesses. Indeed. Just some like random teams here pretty much, I guess. Yeah, no idea who these gamers are. They are randoms. Ready for targeting. Okay, here we go. What else have we got? Blue team. It's a good question. It's a very good question. Enigma's team, actually. Enigma Gaming. Let's go. Enigma content, Enigma Gaming. Yes. Did you see that? Red team got a capture point. Tell us the names in the victory interview. Yeah, so we can figure out what's going on here. Core Guard is favored right now over Tempest for Stabort. Pretty much stability, I'm not gonna lie. Stability, very good. And as always, and Core Guardian just has like a huge amount of it. You just spam out stability like crazy, pretty much all the time. So it's very good for these kind of like larger team fights where stability is unbelievably important for kind of getting stuff done there. Even if it's a cast just this one. Indeed, I am back. I am back indeed. But, I mean, I've got to come up with some good ideas. Yo, appreciate that, Padma. Back from the Shadowlands. Well, I mean, that was last expansion, but, yeah, not quite. But, don't worry, team. We'll talk about kind of that a little bit after this. After the monthly. Bit of an update, as it were. But yeah, I guess those are going to be the key teams, then. It's going to be Syndrana against the Worms. What about, what's this? Snuggle Strikers. Who is this team? Here we go. Yeah, we do have a team here. So it's going to be Maya, Floor, Cole, Oki, and Frey. The Snuggle Strikers plushy pack. That's a good one. So that's another very strong team. This is quite good, actually. So there's a lot... There's not everyone's playing, right? Because, of course, it's December, it's Christmas, it's a bit of festive fun here in Guild Wars 2. But we do actually have a lot of very solid teams. In this monthly AT, we got some content. We've got the Syndrana team, we got the Plushy Pack team, we've got Enigma's team, which, I mean, I haven't seen this team yet, but this actually might end up being one of the favorites, potentially, actually, because it might be full roster. If that's full roster, that might be stronger than a lot of these. Because what we're seeing here in the tournament is a lot of kind of not exactly hybrid teams, but incomplete teams. So, like, they've merged because there's, you know, not everyone's playing the game right now. So I think there should be some pretty exciting competitive matches, but I think the really big one is going to be seeing this Enigma team and seeing these big names kind of clash later on. Of course, it is the Champions Winter Crown, right? There we go. Insane. Oh, there's another French team. Where's the other French team, actually? What's the team name? People are such confusing team names, it's impossible to keep track, because every single month it changes, no joke. It's every month, guys. They change their names over and over and over again. Pretty ridiculous stuff. How about this one? This is a French name. What do we got here? I don't recognize these names, so it's probably not this one. What about this one, though? Yeah, unlikely. Nope, not happening. Smurf. Not happening. Where's the final French team? I actually don't see it. Maybe it's this one. Unblock me, I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, this is actually some good players. Looks like just a pug, though. Just Zenvo playing with a pug, by the looks of that. It is indeed... Ah, infamous underdog. Thank you, Demolish. Where is that? Oh, they already won, so we actually can't have a look at that roster because they already won. It's too late. It is too late. How's my voice doing? And I think my voice is feeling better. It is slowly recovering. I think it will be really interesting to see what would happen if I didn't stream for an entire month or something. Because then my voice, I think, would probably change somewhat significantly. We're on the first round of the tournament here, guys. We're ready to blast. We're ready to pump. And here we go. Infamous underdog. We have Killmage in the chat. GTA Fist. French Worms. Double worm team. Could it be a double French final, guys? Also, this is a big question, actually. Why has Vivaloof not joined French Worms? He's French, okay? And therefore he could get in, right? And he needs to join French Worms. Whoa, dude, this Necro had a really bad time. Just got immediately deleted. We have got a slightly exciting match, though, actually. A kind of a, you know, a slightly, you know, a more pug team setup here, but still pretty exciting match with the Reaper dead. We also have the Scrapper dead, so it's 3 players versus 5 currently in favor of the blue team. However, they have lost their Scrapper. Can they recover this? They should be able to. They do have a decent concentration of players. They're not going for this revival. The Guardian does get a nice knock. Will this res come through? That's the question. There is no Signet available. Does actually abandon that revive. Isn't going to go for it. Sees the respawns. I kind of like that move, actually. I think the Guardian was smart to do that. Wasn't really going to happen with all these red players moving in. Blue need to be careful not to actually throw away the big advantage they've got here. Like, they're doing a pretty good job of it, though. The Willbender from red actually being forced to go into renewed focus there to withstand the assault coming through from the Bladesworn. Bladesworn going for that kill. Should be able to find it. Does find it now. Is there a revive from the Red Guardian? There is not. It's not available. There is stability. They could go for a stability revive. I think that would be successful here as well, at least for the time being. Is going to go for it, but needs help from the rest of the red team. Gets it anyway, though. Not enough cleave from blue. Zenvo is going to go down. However, the Willbender going to fall once again. And now this Core Guardian also highly pressured. Wow, massive cleave from the Bladesworn. But actually, Zenvo does go down. Red team win this team fight. Blue, they might actually... The game might be slipping through their fingers, but it's not actually, because we do actually have the Scrapper winning that 1v1 into the Storage of Souls Reaper. However, is immediately replaced by another red Scrapper. Blue Scrapper not wanting to fight that yet, waiting for a couple of quarters before re-engaging onto the red player. So can red team actually make something happen here? We actually have the we have the Willbender trying to push this node, but actually is going to encounter the Soul Beast and probably just die instantly. Yeah, oh, that's... Well, I mean, that's not good, is it? The Reaper is coming back here, pushing into this middle team fight, but actually gets blocked by the line, can't get to the node, ending up yielding it in favor of the blue team. We have the Untamed from red, also pressure. Having the Siege Turtle, getting the shell up, the hunker down. The bubble is being deployed. This is big content, but I think blue have got this. They should have this one in the bag here. Red Scrapper does end up falling here to the blue Scrapper. Don't think anything can be done at this point. Blue team have got this one in the bag. Good defense here from blue. Bit of a shaky ending, but they get there in the end. That's how it is. Boom.
Blue team grab
Worms. This is going to be a very worm-filled tournament, guys. Oh, we have insane content, guys. Playing against game abusers and wall hackers. Roll for perma bans. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, buddy. Don't think you lost this game because of any of those things. In fact, it's almost certainly due to feeding, pretty much. Still a close match. Obviously, the Reaper not very happy about the outcome of this particular game, but there it is. You know, I think when we're talking about wall hackers, they probably mean teleporting, but you actually can do that. You know, you can teleport through the wall on Skyhammer. I guess this player is unaware of that. However, you know, it is what it is. These things happen. Mistakes are made. Let's continue on to the next round. Next round begins. I want to take a look at this infamous Underdogs team. This is apparently another French team, and also the Enigma roster as well. These are ones that we haven't seen, and I want to see who's blasting. This is going to be Demolish's team with Enigma, of course, which I think has there's definitely some win potential there in that roster. She's a very good team. They've won a couple of times before. And of course, the French. Also, you can never underestimate them. They're extremely powerful. But we actually do have Plushie Pack versus Syndra, and that's probably the game we're going to end up watching. But I do want to check these rosters real quick. So if they could accept the games, that would be just fantastic, wouldn't it? Here we go. Boom. Let's do it. Into the matchup we go. We get in. We go big. And actually, it's going to be Enigma with Notamel and Zintrex. Wolfsbane. Yeah, that's actually a very strong team. Very powerful roster, actually, from all these players. It's going to be the Core Guard. Unsurprising, of course. We have the Hollowsmith from Demolish, which is a build that's getting popular with Rune of Isgaran here. Yeah. This is a rune that you see this pop up a fair bit, actually. Because whenever you get a dodge, you just get 10% more damage, right? Which is pretty damn good. And, of course, you can get that on the entire team as well. You can, if you're in a team fight, you'll get 10% damage on everyone. So really, really powerful relic there. And with the Rune of the Hollowsmith and Berserker Amulet with tools, explosives, and Hollowsmith, we have Last Push Wolf Spider on Soul Beast. We all know what this build does. It does big damage. Firework Relic only makes that better with Vampirism and Berserker Amulet. Zindrex on Bladesworn. Definitely one of those builds that's kind of crept back into the game right now, actually. And then with Spellbreaker, Defender, and Berserker Amulet here with Defense, Strength, and Bladesworn. So this is a slightly different variant. I actually haven't seen this build before, but I imagine this is what everyone's running. Never mind, he just changed a little bit. It's going to be the Spellbreaker, in fact, at the end. Oh, Condi Spellbreaker maybe as well. That is very spicy. With Relic of Nails there. Removing Condition heals you, of course. Going to have some incredible synergy, of course, with Cleansing Ire and just the defense trait line here as well. Oh, but then goes back to the Bladesworn. Holy shit! Dude, this is some insane gaming right here, guys. I was like, Connie Spellbreaker. I haven't seen that for a while, but it is going to be the Bladesworn with Daring Dragon for the Alacrity. And we also, of course, have the Spectre from Serena, Sybil Senum, and then the Core Guard here from Enigma. Not super surprising there. We aren't going to watch this game. This is probably going to be extremely favored towards blue, but just checking on that roster. And we're going to do the same thing for the French team right now as well. Let's go take a look. Here we go. So, what have we got here? We actually have Zeolith. Also, thanks for the raid Zeus. We have Zeolith on Core Guard. We have Callista here on the Scrapper. We have Grinch Lycra on Deadeye. And we have Nezio on a Reaper. And we have Nana here on a Druid as well. So, we haven't really seen an exact meta comp emerging just yet. Not just yet anyway. A lot of variety in what these teams are going for. Of course, the one thing that you are going to see pop up pretty consistently is going to be the support guard, right? Like the support variety in Guild Wars 2. There's usually only like one support build that kind of dominates really hard, and right now it is support guard. So you're going to be seeing that kind of pop up there. You almost have the double support with the Druid though as well, which can certainly add a good chunk of healing into the groups when it's kind of combined with that Druid as well. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at the actual competitive game that I think is going to be going on, which is going to be this one. Oh, which hasn't actually started yet, so never mind. I guess we'll just watch this one. Again, I would certainly expect the blue team to be very favored here, but actually, there are some good players here on the red team as well, right? We have Stellan, who's played on a variety of teams, actually. Mostly a daily AT player, I want to say, but of course plays in the monthly as well. We have Kraso Giga Chad. I like that. The Reaper with Carrying Amulet, Rune of the Lynx, and Relic of the Fractal. Necro. I'm not totally sure about Necro in the current meta, to be honest. I feel like it gets bullied pretty damn hard by a lot of things. Of course, you do have that pistol torch option now as well. On Reaper in terms of the weapons, but you know, a lot of that boon corruption being removed, in my opinion, has definitely mitigated the effectiveness of this. And oh yeah, Deadeye versus Reaper, have fun. Yeah, that is pretty much the worst matchup in the entire game for the Reaper. This is beyond unwinnable, unfortunately. So this Red Reaper is going to need some help immediately. Otherwise, this is not really going to be holdable. Does actually manage to land the stun. That's a good stall, but the red team is completely on the other side of the map. So this is really, really not looking good whatsoever. Is able to hold on for a while, but needs reinforcement immediately or to attempt to disengage, which is not going to be easy versus the Thief. Does actually manage to get it. Like some slight indecision from the blue Deadeye, actually. Not really going for the kill, perhaps as much as I think would have been the way to go there. But I think, yeah, I mean, the Reaper's still pretty dead here, to be honest. Goes for the blind stun there. I actually do like that play. Corrosive Poison card is available. That can help her against the Deadeye. This is a good hold. Honestly, the Thief is kind of wasting a lot of time here. A lot of time being wasted by Blue Thief. And the Reaper is still not dead. However, the bad news is that despite the heroic efforts of the Reaper to live, the red team did end up kind of losing this fight anyway, and a big part of that is going to be that rotation. Like, not having the Reaper in the team fight, pretty disastrous, really, for the red team. You do want that Necromancer pressure combined with the support, and not having that, basically having the Thief just kind of dueling it off node, obviously very favorable towards our blue team in that situation. What does Lycra mean? I mean, Lycra is like a material that you might make clothing out of, particularly sports equipment. That's, yeah, that's, I mean, that's what Lycra is. I don't know. So that blue team kind of getting a bit of an early victory in that fight, also picking up the Reaper alongside the Core Guard. And with that, I think we should start to see some pretty significant point gain here from red, just because that's going to destabilize the red team significantly. They should be able to get a little bit of node control. They're playing it pretty safe, though. They're not really going for that third node just yet. They're still continuously pushing at the windmill here, which is going to allow them to kind of farm a lot of kills here. They've staggered their opponents pretty effectively. Druid tries to be saved here by the Core Guard, but the Reaper is absolutely blasting here, actually, from Nezio. Huge damage coming out. Is there a revive available? Looks like there is not. Stability Stomp, of course, is another really nice thing that Core Guard can do. Can get those guaranteed stomps using Virtue of Courage or Stand Your Ground. And yeah, blue continuing to get wins here. And even though the points are close, I think this is very favored towards blue, as now they have got a good snowball there. They've got 3 kills. They're able to push out onto the map. We have, once again, this Necromancer going for these 1v1s. Doesn't really have much of a choice, to be fair. But pushing far on Necromancer, definitely a bit of a questionable one, to be perfectly honest with you. You're very exposed when you're on your own. Will simply get farmed by the, well, basically anything, realistically, in this particular context. Did get the node, but I don't think the Guardian's going to be able to get here in time to save the day. And yeah, blue team is going to win. Let's get into the other game. I want to see how this one's going. Here we go. So on the red team, we have Syndrome. It's going to be the Deadeye, I believe. Yes, it is going to be the Deadeye. There's actually a time, guys, when Syndrome would openly mock Deadeye players. I remember these streams. I'm sure a lot of people in chat do as well. He would call them small PP. But now he has embraced it. He has embraced the Deadeye. Here it is. Ready to pump. We have Pain, a second Thief, so double Thief comp. I mean, if any team is going to see that, it's going to be one with Pain and Sindon, that's for sure. We have Sakaya on the Hammer Hollowsmith. That's what we're going with here. Explosives, tools, and Hollowsmith there as well. Of course, Hammer is one of those weapons that's pretty much universally good. Like, every NG build loves to have Hammer. So yeah, that's some Secrets of the Obscure weapon mastery, weapon proficiency going on there. We have Toby on Berserker, still an absolute monster in these 1v1s. Completely devastating, massive DPS output here, colossal content. Look at that Relic of Akeem, guys. 5 stacks of Confusion and 2 Torment on a 10-second internal cooldown. That is devastating with those Skull Grinders. Very powerful build in terms of its 1v1 potential. Pretty much insurmountable in these duels. Very tanky, very big damage, all the good stuff. And we have Pearl on the Druid here as well. Going to be being annoying, being a menace in these nodes, providing a little bit of support. Of course, there is no support Guardian for the red team, but also a potent force in these 1v1s, so kind of like a skirmishing build almost. And this is definitely something that I would like to see in Guild Wars 2. Instead of having like full supports only, essentially, you know, your Tempest or your Guardian, having more skirmish-oriented builds, such as Druid or Warrior, for example, I think is actually really cool. That would really shake up the game for basically everyone. Could be good to see that. But of course, their opponents are also fearsome. We have Maya on Spectre, we have Floor on Blades, and we have Cole on Druid. We have Woof Woof Gur Dog player Oki, and Frey on the support Guardian. It's a very tanky team, actually, just overall. We have a lot of sustainability, a lot of survivability here for these teams. Now, I think the real interesting question is going to be, how is the blue team going to deal with these thieves? Because in a lot of ways, I think it's going to be easier said than done. There's not a lot on the blue team that can actually contest those thieves particularly effectively. The blue team might find themselves massively outmaneuvered here as well, because this map is very easy for a thief to traverse. They can get from point to point unbelievably quickly, and they can simply get these pickoffs here. And yeah, Frey going for the relog, and I do actually like that. I think this is definitely a game where having a support with a comp like this is not going to be ideal, because they don't really have the ability to almost get a lockdown here. Like, if you play the support, what you might want to do on a map like this is get 2 nodes, lock it down, and rotate the support back and forth. But they don't really have enough mobility to do that, really. They're a little slow compared to their opponents, whereas their opponents are incredibly fast, right? You know, Berserker is just kind of sitting here happily, just 1v1ing. Hollowsmith can be all over the place, and then double Thief, and there's no support, right? Like, of course, support is usually very, very slow. Not going to be a huge amount of value in this type of situation. But that's how it is. That is the reality. So we do see the relog over the Spectre. I do like that, because that, again, with these 2 thieves now they're going to have a lot more chase. They're going to have a lot more damage output. They're going to have a lot more potential to actually secure these kills and control the map. So I think that this was an intelligent relog, actually, by Frey. I do like this. Now, the question is, are they going to be able to recover their momentum in the game? Oh, Pain goes for a very disgusting res there. Oh, man. It is so agonizing when that happens. Cleaving these kills can be very, very difficult. Especially when, of course, there's stealth involved or anything like that. It's very, very difficult. However, Pain does get taken out here by Frey. Now, the question is, will Sakai be able to go for this revival? Hollowsmith goes for that revive. It shouldn't happen, though. Yeah, Frey gets the CC. Is able not get CC'd, rather. Gets the stomp. And there is the kill. That's a nice pickup, but now they're going to need a little bit more. They've started to slow the map down. We have Cole grabbing this node. They're on the Druid, going up to the windmill. Will be contested by the Hollowsmith. Now, where is the follow-up here? We actually do have a Hollowsmith down, but Maya gets the revive. Can they turn that onto a kill in the dead? They should be able to. There should be Syndra dying, which is a massive stagger, actually, as Pain just comes back onto the map, and now Syndra is going to get bled out a little bit. Yeah, there's not much rest potential on him, so they're going to get a couple of extra seconds on getting him off the map. That's what we like to see. Now, we do have the Red Druid in a little bit of trouble in that 1v2 situation. No Deadeye for support, which would have been here otherwise. It's going to be at least a neutralization. I think Hollow's going to push for the node. Yep, they absolutely are. Would like that kill, but of course it's not guaranteed on Druid. It's very much easier said than done. Pushing that node is very important here. Druid goes back for the contest, but actually that might be greedy. That is very, very greedy, actually. Doesn't really have a lot of cooldowns. Will this be punished? I think it will be. Yeah, there's the punish. That's a huge punish as well, actually. Again, another stagger. We do have both these back on the map. They're going for Cole. Cole in trouble here, actually. Does he have anything? He actually has nothing left. It's going to be a kill, at least one. Will it be 2 onto Frey? Frey in trouble, down to 10% health. Does have a little bit of Shroud, of course. Maybe some support from Flora is also possible. Really nice mobility using the Sword 2 to blink down, then blink back up as well. That is what we like to see. Big plays here from Frey. Gets the hold, and now it is a 2-cap in favor of blue. And it's going to be not trivial to dislodge as well, even though there was that death on the Druid, which is the anchor for the blue team. Blade Swan is still available on middle, and of course both Thieves are present. And these Thieves, they do have the ability to heal quite nicely too. They have some barrier, there's some healing application on that Scepter, so there is some support to try and keep this Warrior up as long as possible. Now, Floor does not want to give up this node, of course. Will try and go for the hold. Is doing it effectively. Trades with Maya a little bit. They don't want to give up this point. Actually, they are able to push their opponents away. Pain now getting into the mix alongside the Druid. Replanting the Druid there on the mansion as the Hollowsmith moves in. It's a bit spicy for the Hollow, actually. We'll have to deal with this on you2. Does get the contest, and here's the Thief reinforce, actually. There we go. So the contest does pay off. Pain's going to leave that. Knows the Spectre in a 2v2 with the Hollow is going to be a little bit too much damage to really contest. Of course, the 1v1 with the Druid, this could take, what, 15 years. Thieves just going to duel off node, at least for the time being. Still a very close matchup here. Indeed. And Cole kind of doing the same thing. You almost see like mirrored game plans. Both teams, in some sense, playing the same game, right? They're trying to get their Druid onto a node, get it capped, and then let them 1v1 and essentially 1v2 for some portions of the game. While also kind of trying to do the same on middle, just scuffling over middle, like getting these Thieves, trying to find a pickup and then snowball the map elsewhere. However, the 2 Thieves for blue, it is matching that extremely effectively, and we do now see blue team start to creep into the lead. They should be able to get ahead. As long as they don't lose this Hollowsmith, they are okay. It is 2 Thieves here, which is very, very scary indeed. Yeah, looks like Maya and Oki very wisely backing off. here on the blue team. They're going to go for a push now. Maya going to pressure the Deadeye. It definitely makes a lot of sense, of course. Hollow will have a little bit of difficulty doing that. Oh, Frey in trouble on the other side of the map, being chased down by the Berserker. Don't think Berserker can catch that, though, so it should be fine. Does get some, but actually, hang on a minute. We are in a little bit of trouble. Not quite able to wriggle away. That Berserker, doesn't see the stealth, though. Not able to finish the job, unfortunately. Ooh, but we do have Oki actually going down there. As the Druid able to pick up that kill alongside one of the Thieves, I believe. But Blue just about to equalize. Of course, the double Thief pounce is about to happen. Cole being supported here by Frey. Is it going to be enough? If Cole does get into Celestial Avatar, the cleanses and heals will be big, but will they be big enough? The answer is no. So much damage here coming out from the Deadeye, or the Daredevil, rather. And, of course, the Berserker and the Holosmith. And now Red Team surging towards middle. Picking up that kill will basically keep them in the lead here, at least for the time being. What's Blue's game plan here? They're going to try and get rid of this Druid. They're 3v2ing it, at least for the time being. I believe the Deadeye just kind of teleported in, right? Bit of a port situation. Deadeye can't really contest this right now, of course, but Blue have actually finally lost middle. The Blade Sword, yeah, that's not going to work out well at all. 4v1. That's no fair. But hey, look, okay, like Floor's a world versus world player. He's used to it. Okay, that's not a montage moment, though. Regardless of that, we have the Druid. Should be taken out here. Surely this is going to be killed. Oh my god, that is a really disgusting survival. Is that Druid going to get out? I believe that is the case. There might be a revival support, even if the Druid doesn't going into downset. We have the double Thief available to go for that revival. Druid still kiting for their lives right now. Wriggling away as best they can. Are going to end up dying, though, and that should be confirmed as Pain. Yeah, Pain can't do anything there. Syndra has already left, of course. Let's see, Floor now going for a big kill onto the Daredevil. Should be pretty tricky to get there. Thief does port back, but actually is cornered a little bit. This could be scary. Is that damage going to land? Can the Hollow finish the job here? Ooh, some good kiting here by Pain. Oh, and the Thunderclap is evaded as well, so that's not going to happen. Really good slippery wriggle from Pain, 100%. Red Team finds themselves in the lead once again. They're bleeding out a lot of kills. They need to get into a stable state again and get control of the map, which is basically where their opponents are. Red Druid is going to go for another push across the map, as expected. Here they go. Here we've got a lot of thieves. We got a lot of thieves in the game right now, Nari. It's infested. Infested, I tell you, with thieves. Here we go. Oh, Druid does kind of run directly into the Hollow and the Blade Sword. Not exactly ideal. Cole contesting middle. There it is. We'll be able to keep this neutral. That's not good enough, though. Blue still need to make something happen. That Deadeye just free casting away there from the red team does now get some support, of course, from the remaining of the blue team. Here they come. They want kills. Can they get it, though? Now, of course, we do have the Hollow holding quite nicely here, so it is one node apiece. So Blue, not in a terrible spot. Looks like they are going to be able to lock down middle with that Blade Sword. Ooh, Cole in trouble, though. They're going for this third node. They want the decap, and I honestly do like that. Like, you do want to be getting decaps here to close that gap quicker. However, they have had to end up conceding this one over here. Oh, this could be a massive moment, though, actually. Could this be a cleave? That will be a massive 2v3. That is a huge 2v3 of blue team. That was really well played there by Frey and Oki, able to actually find that kill despite the Thief also being in the mix. Their Pain was also in the mix, but it's not going to be quite good enough, actually. Deadeye eliminated. Of course, that will be a respawn going into Cole and Maya. They need to be really careful because Sin is going to be back in a couple of moments here, so they need to be aware of that. Cole is going to try and push this node, but here's the Deadeye. The Deadeye is now back. And let's see how the blue team's going to respond. They're going to respond by sending in Floor by the look of that. Ooh, he's not sure about it. He's maybe wondering if the Deadeye's going to come to middle to try and push the decap. Now does see the Deadeye. However, what's scary here is that when this player moves, we can, of course, see the Thief move to middle and essentially kind of trade this node in. Yeah, we're going to have to see Floor try to follow. Yeah, Floor's going to have to try and match that. Yeah, it's not going to be possible, though, and that is the power of Thief, of course. We'll end up conceding that. We'll not be able to get here in time. And see, this is why Thief is so gnarly, man. Look, he gets forced away, can't help in the fight, and look at that. Red team get the outnumber again. That is the power of Thief in Conquest, and then wins the fight. Oh, it's so disgusting. Oh, you hate to see that. That is gnarly right there for the blue team. Fortunately, they were able to win the rest of the map. So, not the end of the world. They were able to win this fight over here, which did preserve their control of middle. Right there. That's how it is. Cole will be back in a couple of moments as well. We have Holosmith in a 1v2 versus 2 Thieves, but Maya is going for the reinforce. Here we go. Yeah, Pain gets shoved away, of course. They can't really break through right now. And let's see what blue team wants to do. Will blue team just try to bunker down? They're going to have to get on this node. Floor does make it. Very nice maneuver. Maya also teleports in there. Let's see what blue does. They do have the option to simply kind of bunker down here, I think, and just hold on. Because if they can get themselves into the lead, they can win. Oh, and actually that Deadeye in a lot of trouble there. Actually, the Condis, I think, are going to tick. No, the heal comes in right at the last second. It's only 1 minute on the clock as well, by the way. That's extremely relevant. If blue can just build up a decent lead, all they have to do is just not feed and give control of the map. Because the game is going to end in 40 seconds. So all blue have to do is basically waste time at this point, and they will be winning this game. I wouldn't leave mid if I was blue right now. I think you just AFK and concede the nose, because it's not going to be enough. A double cap is not enough for red team to win the game with only 30 seconds left in, compared to the single node of their opponents. That is not enough. So all blue have to do is die on point, and they are going to have this game here as well. Frey recognizes that, does go for it. Floor moving in as well, of course, to do the exact same thing. Kills could be potentially problematic, but I don't think it will be problematic enough, as the point gain is going to supersede that, I believe. Same here with this node here on the mansion. We have Oki, we have Maya. 5 seconds left on the clock. It's not going to be enough. Cole the Druid intercepting over here on the windmill, and blue team is going to win the game. There it is. A smart relog from the blue roster, and they get the job done. They recover in quite an intense game right at the last second, getting that win. Red team not out of the tournament. Bear in mind, this is Swiss format, as usual, so they're not done yet. But a glorious victory for the blue team. And they will continue on into the next round. What a game. What a game, my friends. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Yo, Paint 2D there. Tier 1. Nice. Tier 1 content. Kind of crazy that subscribers are... I mean, they're a great deal right now, guys. Like 25% off. 25% off subs until January? That's insane. It's time to subscribe now. Let's go. What have we actually got here? I don't even know what this team is. Who knows? Content is happening, I guess. I have no idea who these people are. It's a team. Huge game. It's an absolutely massive game. Where we have French versus French match? Ooh. Ah, yes we do. Take a look at this, guys. We have French versus French. We have Princess Lisa. Worm Guardian player. We have Esprit, also known as the Big Worm. Here he is on the Druid. We have Goku. Could be Berserker. It's Bladesworn right now. Who knows what it's going to be. Princess Kim on Holosmith. And Princess Alicia on the Vindicator. Going up against French team number 2. Zeolith. Callista. Grinch Lycra. Role-playing as the Grinch, as you can see here. Snowman Nezio. There's some good... I mean, there's some good festive-themed roleplay over here, guys. You know, you gotta... I kind of like that. Ooh, Relic of the Demon Queen for that 50% healing reduction on poison. Of course, Necromancer has a lot of poison application. So, yeah, well, that's a pretty good idea. You know, you've got your Chillblains there, of course. Soul Spiral and Shroud also applying a lot of poison. Same thing with the pistol attacks, of course, too. So going to be really piling on the pressure in some of these fights. And, of course, Reaper being here on the blue team is going to be pretty scary in the team fight. But it is very, very squishy. There's a lot of things here on the red team that are not going to be fun for Nezio to deal with it, to be honest. And, well, yeah, we can see that one coming. Of course, the Guardian is here for the restain and the revival. And if this Necro can live, it will slowly outvalue the opponents. But the question is, will he be able to actually live? The answer to that might be yes, actually, as Alicia and Kim are both down. There is some sort of revival coming through from Lisa, but no, not even really worth it. The team fight Zerg of the blue team is going to be victorious, and I think that might be the strategy that we see blue go with here. Be a bit of a sledgehammer approach. Really big team fight. Got the Scrapper, of course. You've got the Reaper, the Core Guardian. You smash that into the team fight, you're definitely going to have a good time. In the universe where they have a 5v5, which is not super likely, they'll also have the Druid for additional support and control there as well in the game. And the Deadeye is also going to be great for just kind of having even more DPS in these team fight scenarios here. So a very, very good start there for the blue team. Let's see what Red are going to do to respond to this. Now, I think what they have to do is try and kind of go for the usual worm strategy, and that's going to be splitting the map and not really taking these direct encounters, not really going for the team fight. Probably wouldn't work out super well for them, to be honest. They do have a support, of course, but they don't really have the same level of damage output that their opponents have. So what they're going to need to do is probably not do that. And kind of pick apart at their opponents and get the job done. Ah, short bow is being used here. Short bow, great sword, guys. We've got the double elite specialization weapon here for the Vindicator. Yeah. Now, Vindicator did fall out of favor for a little bit, but now it is back as a powerful damage dealer. Wow. I bet you guys never would have seen this one coming. Insane DPS. Now, the red team have successfully managed to actually get the side nets, which is probably a big part of their plan. Ooh, Vindicator does end up going down, though, actually, here, which is not ideal. Just dies in the middle of the map to Scrapper, pretty much. I mean, Scrapper does a lot of damage, so, I mean, like, you know, that can definitely happen, that's for sure. But what is Blue going to do about this? We have Reaper moving over to middle, but not really going to be doing anything here. Maybe expecting a push here. Does see the Druid moving over, so we'll be able to contest that. We have Deadeye from Blue going down, say, but a quick revival from Blue gets that player back up on their feet. We continuously see the red team trying to get this push, but they are a player down here, of course. They're in a 4v3 situation currently. Can they hold on until their player reinforces? Looks like they're maybe thinking about disengaging this. Potentially, and kind of outnumbering on middle instead to eliminate the Reaper, but never mind. They actually just go ahead and go for the 3v4. This is Worm gameplay, guys, and they're kind of making it happen as well. The Deadeye not able to participate in the fight perhaps as much as they were expecting. However, Princess Kim, the Horse, is very, very low. Does get the heal, has the block available here as well. There's the block, has the mortar kit for the restand and the blind as well. Is it going to be enough? It looks like it is. Big waterfield blasts are coming through right now for the red team. And yeah, the Vindicator arrives and actually gets some big healing there with that alliance stance in St. Victor. Drops the urn, drops the hammer. And that was a pretty insane hold and even essential victory from the red team here. Blue in a hell of a lot of trouble now, actually. Forced to retreat away there. We have the Druid from Blue. Kind of also 1v2ing here. What is going on? Guys, the Worms. You can't beat these guys. You can't beat the Worms, chat. They're too powerful. Worm gameplay. However, they haven't actually managed to translate any of this into a win yet. They've definitely got some montage-friendly moments, but no win-friendly moments just yet. Nezio still under a huge amount of pressure. Can he get his heal? He can, but is that going to be enough? 3 seconds until Shroud. The Druid is healing a lot, actually. Or the Core Guardian, rather. Is healing a lot, but it's not going to be enough. No Signet available, and don't think it would even be worth it, even if there was available. There's no real help coming from Blue Team for a while. Guardian tries to rotate over here to help out this, and also just not die as well, being chased down by the Red Team. Red Team will be reinforcing as well, which will continue this being an outnumbered situation. There's a lot of DPS here as well. We have the NG, we've got the Vindicator, we've also got the Blade Sworn. So let's see if we can see a kill here from Red. Looks like it's not going to happen yet. Some good kiting from Blue, but they're mostly focused on getting the node, which they have, in fact, succeeded in doing. They have turned it red. It's a good start for them. Vindicating getting chased down pretty aggressively. Does have some cooldowns left over, though. Of course, there's no staff to swap onto. It's short bow, so there's not going to be any blocks outside of the greatsword anyway. But really utilizing the evade toolkit and the mobility toolkit of Rev, and then turning around for a devastating 7-shot, actually, into an immediate kill.
Did you see that?
On that player.
Red team got a capture
Yeah,
point.
no real opportunities for Blue. They're now not in a good position. Like, their Necro is unbelievably pressured. So he's not going to be able to do anything. And they're a player down as well. It is off respawn, but the cooldown battle may not be in their favor. However, Red Team, they recognize that they are slightly outnumbered, 4-5. So they're going to slightly just disengage back away. Definitely a very intelligent maneuver here. Back off a little bit. Try and regroup. They're going to go for the all-out 5v5. Welcome to Clown Fiesta Town. Here we go. This could be a little bit scary for Red, because now it's basically a fully refreshed Blue Team with their Necromancer. But actually, their Necromancer is getting hard focused down there, so not really able to get any value. There's the Necro. Here comes the Revival. Is that enough? No, it was actually denied. The res got cancelled there on Zealith, so no Revival available. So a quick assassination of the Necromancer is going to deal with this team fight swiftly. Going towards the red team here. That is the end of that. Okay. Zealith ascending to the stars. But again, no Necromancer to peel, and, well, no team to peel either, really, at this point. So it's another kill secured. And, yeah, red team, slowly but surely, they are getting this game done.
Did you see that? Red team got a capture
And they're just
point.
playing it very safe. They're playing incredibly safe, actually. They're saying, you know what? We've got 2 nodes. We're confident that we have the advantage right now. They're bleeding out the core guard. That means that taking a fight is not realistic whatsoever. However, Princess Kim does go down, actually. Gets assassinated, I believe, by the Scrapper and the Deadeye, if I'm not mistaken. And actually, Alicia extends there too. So, red team kind of splitting up there. I say, oh, they're playing it really safe, but a little bit of splitting, maybe a bit too much chasing and immediate kills coming through there. There's a lot of volatility here because of that Scrapper and Deadeye, right? A huge amount of burst damage from those 2 players. And that's definitely a fairly major setback for the red team. Lisa eliminated. Wow, this Scrapper is on an absolute rampage right now. Going for another kill onto the Bladesworn.
Blue team
I mean,
grabbed the
well,
capture
they.
point.
I think what's happening here is that blue team is just a detriment. All they need is the Scrapper. The Scrapper has pretty much eliminated the entire red team solo at
Red
this point.
team wins a capture
Which
point.
is, you know, that's pretty good. Definitely something that you want to do. And yeah, there goes the Blades one as well. Wow. Goku eliminated. Ah, now that is a bit of an issue. Did have the Thief down for the blue team. It does rally up immediately. So not too much of an issue there. That was the Signet Burn, though. So resource has been spent. But a series of absolutely massive victories for blue team. They find themselves in an unbelievably good position currently. After that, they've completely re-snowballed the map. They actually have the Druid exactly where they want the Druid.
Just
Now
like
pushing
that,
back over the
blue
middle.
team takes
Red
a
team are going to
capture
have to
point.
run here. This is not really engageable whatsoever. Respawns are coming down here as well. Looks like Goku's looking to maybe defend the henge. Expecting a push, I think. And that's a good prediction because I believe that is what blue team's doing. Nope. They maybe decide against it. The Thief is going to go for it, though. Esprit going to hold on to that. Yeah, Thief won't bother with that. Doesn't make a lot of sense. We're now pushing to this fight here as well. Hollow-Smith here, actually, from the red team, doing a very good job, just being super annoying. I think he's probably going to die here, though, actually. So maybe not a good job. Yeah, not a good job. I was like, oh, wow, look at this crazy 1v2 kiting. But, contrary to what you might hear in your ranked games, holding 1v2 on far all game, actually, not good. It's only good if you don't die, which, you know, people who say, oh, yeah, I was 1v2, they probably died. So they were useless, basically. Kind of in a similar situation to poor old Princess Kim. However, the team fight brews here in middle, and yeah, I'm not sure if Red want to take this right now. They are outnumbered, and boom, there it is. The Blades one gets immediately locked down. Of course, the really big one here is the Deadeye, getting that lockdown, securing that CC, getting the immobilized, using sword and so on. Very potent stuff there, eliminating that kill instantaneously. And moving on elsewhere. We do have the Druid Esprit. Yeah, too much of an obstacle, especially with the support guard, for blue to break through. Necromancer going to hold back as well. Doesn't really want to commit to that fight. Just having the Thief. Just having the Thief being annoying there. Just, you know, being all over the place, holding those players, stalling their rotations just a little bit. Meanwhile, we have Princess Kim going for this 1v1. Will now be plussed into by the blue Scrapper, and yeah, that's very scary indeed. He's going to have to do some jumping puzzles. Oh, this is really scary, though, actually. Doesn't manage to climb up there. This is going to be some very serious DPS. Princess Kim trying to get away. Will be reinforced by the Vindicator, but will that be too late? Yes, it will. Vindicator, I mean, red team is kind of letting this game slip through their fingers. This is really scary. They're just bleeding out too many kills. They may need to actually just kind of stop for a little bit, slow down, and regroup, because they have not had 5 players alive at the same time for a very, very long time here in this match, which is really, really not what they want. Yeah, Druid even feels confident to go for the Beast. That, of course, does even the playing field here on middle, making it a 4v4, but it's a 4v4 that isn't really going very well for the red team. They're going to go for that revive, but look at this cleave. The cleave is absolutely massive. Yeah, Scrapper cleave. Good luck getting that revive with Shredder Gyro just going berserk there. And, of course, the grenade spam is simply too much damage. I think blue team is going to have this win. Red team just crumbled in the middle game. You can see it happen, right? Like, look at this crumble. 0 kills being scored after about the halfway mark in this match. Full crumble, full demolition here by the blue team. And right now, they're in bunker mode. Normally, you wouldn't want to see a support guardian 1v1, but right now, I love it, because that's what we like to see. We're just bunkering down these nodes until the game ends. Druid, at this point, I think would feel confident just to die on node, playing a little bit safe and not going for that just in case something really bad happens on middle. But we have the Grinch and Santa Claus getting this kill on the Blade Sword. Thief will cap the node over here. We'll be able to get that before any kind of contest from red team comes through. Druid just being annoying over here, and we have the Necromancer and Guardian locking down middle. This game is completely over. That is the end of that. And yeah, Thief is going to go for a push on middle. Doesn't have to, I think, at this point, but is going to go for it as well. Pick up another kill. Just make sure that middle isn't lost. Nothing really can cast the henge, so it's not the end of the world. Team fight is being won. Blue team get the job done. This game is indeed over. Very, very, very nice. Yo, Cynthia's there with the prime. Boom, nice. Hey, I'm glad you're enjoying Samurai Nuke, by the way. Yo. What a win. How many players compete at monthly ATs on a serious level have a serious chance of win to get into the top 3? It depends what you mean by serious level. Most people just pug. I wouldn't actually say that even the best team in this AT 0. To be honest, I don't think anyone's taking this one seriously. In general, even people don't really try hard these anymore. People play very casually. It's basically just like good players form teams and play. So, yeah, it depends what you mean by that. There are really good players, but nobody's taking it seriously. I don't think people have taken it seriously for years. The notable exception, actually, would be Enigma's team. This team is pretty try-hard, I would say, because they were kind of an up-and-coming team under a couple of names, Barcode, and so on. And they're pretty try, but everyone else is just like, they just blast pretty much. Yeah, and all of it was the Scrapper. The Scrapper just activated, like halfway through the game, just went on a rampage. Just killed the entire red team. Very good. Very, very good indeed. We love to see it. All right. Well, I mean, that's basically the end of the round, pretty much. I guess this game is still going, maybe. Maybe? Yeah. And Didanola and Nico. Thanks for the subs, guys. I appreciate it. I love to see it. Whoa, whoa! Well, look at this game! Really close game. Oh, dude, Red got the Bs, but it wasn't enough. Imagine if they won on that. That would be so disgusting. Oh, it's Luna. I haven't seen this guy for a while, actually. Oh, shit. Whoa! Is this like, whoa, well, look at this team. Wait, we have Luna, Sealwrath. Oh, God, what's this guy's name? I know this. Oh, fuck. I haven't seen this guy for ages, actually. Yeah, I know this guy as well. Frozen Men. One of the most powerful players in all of Guild Wars 2. By far, actually. And of course, Freyr here as well. Finnish Mafia team, basically. Frozen Men. Not quite able to close it out, unfortunately. A bit of a comeback there at the end, but not quite enough. There it is. There it is. Yes, Frozen Men. It's a very good account name, to be honest. All right, what have we got here? Do we have any big matches? Any colossal games? Ah, we do. This one. Frozen Men. It's just funny, isn't it? It's such a good name. I'm not gonna lie. It's such a good name. Frozen Men. Anyway. Here we are, guys, on Temple of the Silent Storm. On the red team. It's going to be the team that we just saw very narrowly defeat the other French team. Zeolith, Grinch, Santa Claus, Nezio, and I guess it's an elf. Okay, I guess. We got an elf. And on the blue team, we got Enigma. Which you have Norman going for the Catalyst here. We could see Relog over to the Thief like last time. Looks like that's not going to happen. Catalyst.
The match starts.
Going to be here for Notamelon. We have Zintrex on the Bladesworn. Demolish. Replace. I mean, bro, this is a huge this is an expose, man. He's called Demolish, but he replaced the E in his own name with an X. Oh my god. Dude, seriously, this is what happens when I don't cast monthlies for a while.
Hold on to your point.
This is how the players behave, right? Like, they're out of control. They're going crazy. But anyway, that's it. Wolf Spider on the Soul Beast. Going to be looking to farm that Deadeye, I think, is basically going to be the goal here. Trying to get rid of that as much as possible. And Demolish on the Hollow. Now, no Thief here for blue does make me a little bit nervous. You know, I mean, even at the best of times, not having a Thief on your team in Guild Wars 2 PvP could be trolling. Kind of trolling, not going to lie. However, This is also a very, very big map where you have to control a huge amount of objectives, where essentially Thief can really shine. So let's see a blue team actually have a little bit of secret sauce here. A little bit of secret sauce, guys. To try and make that work without the Thief. Although maybe I'm just missing something. Maybe Thief is terrible now. Not very likely, because, look, whenever Thief mains say their class is bad, never trust them, right? Because one of the last times where Thief mains were complaining about Thief was actually when Thief was so overpowered that the game was unwinnable without them. In fact, just don't trust anyone who mains something. If someone mains something, they can't be trusted. Simple as that. Blue team did get a nice early advantage, but now they are kind of getting counter-snowballed here. They went for that push to the other side of the map. Oh my god, the Soul Beast just annihilates. Can they get that cleave? I very much doubt it, but crazy burst coming out there. But Zintrax does get fully killed. That's going to rally up the Deadeye immediately. So what is Red actually going to do here? Like, what is their game plan? One thing that does suck for Red is that they have Necromancer. Necromancer, of course, you can definitely blast with it, but this is not a map where Necro is going to be a lot of value because it's just so slow. It's not going to be able to have the mobility. You're not necessarily going to be team fighting on this map a lot, especially kind of after you get kind of like into the mid game where you have the objectives coming up. Can be difficult to get value out of the Necro a lot of the time. But so far, and this is the kind of the problem with no Thief. Like, in a lot of ways, Blue is being forced to team fight here, and they just keep pushing in and keep taking these fights. I'm just not sure if it's really going to work out well for them. Again, there's a huge amount of damage here from the red team. The Scrapper, the Reaper, the Deadeye, and of course, you have this support with the Druid and the Core Guard. I'm not sure. I'm a little bit confused here by what blue team's plan actually is. And of course, I think what they want to do is split the map. And you can see they're trying to do that here with the Soul Beast pushing in. Will be 1v1 into the Druid. But not having the Thief does make that difficult. Now, of course, Catalyst can maybe roleplay as Thief in some sense. It can roam around. It's relatively mobile and so on. But it's not Thief. It's Elementalist, right? It's nowhere near as fast. Doesn't have that stealth access. So I'm not totally sure what Blue is going to do here. And it's... I mean, whatever it is, I don't think it's really working out. Not so far, anyway. Demolish going for the node. Gets the altar and contested. Of course, Thief will be roaming over to deal with the Soul Beast. And yeah, like the Catalyst, it just goes in and dies.
Red team wins a capture point.
Okay. I mean, yeah. Confusing game so far. And here's Stillness up, and Blue are going to fight for that. Oh, we do actually have that Scrapper, and again, that Scrapper's got to go. It's so much damage. Like, this has to be a priority target here for the blue team. They need to get rid of that. The damage output is going to be colossal. Oh, Enigma going for the channel. Imagine, oh, he nearly got that as well. That was actually pretty close with that cap. Not quite. Support is going to be going out here, but Zintrax kind of alone here with just the Support Guardian. Not really enough, at least for the time being. Here comes the Catalyst again. Let's see what's going to happen. Of course, Catalyst is going to have the ability to do a lot of DPS. Kind of like a hybrid roamer. Has some boon support attached to it as well, of course. Is going for pressure onto the Scrapper, but it's not really connecting right now. Enigma burning through cooldowns too. Has to renew. Is really getting pressured here very heavily. Does have the heal skill. Will be able to keep Zintrax up. But yeah, like nothing's happening. The Thief gets taken out. That's a nice win for Blue. That does give them essentially 15 seconds where they don't have to be like worried about that Thief just completely controlling the map for a while. But it's a very peculiar game. Very, very, very peculiar game indeed. And Blue will get one node off that, but how are they ever going to get more than one? Because again, it almost gets worse for them as the game goes on, because now they also have got to deal with this objective. Goes for that revive, has to cancel the Signet though. Things were not really working out there, unfortunately. Enigmas are going to get bulldozed here by the Necromancer, by that Reaper. The Boon Corrupt is massive. Now Nezio does get very heavily pressured. Is there enough DPS here? Can the Soul Beast connect? That could be huge if it does. Here's the connection. Does it land? Where's the support guard from Zealanth? Here he is. He doesn't have Signet, I believe. No, he does actually. I lied. It's going to cancel it though. Think they can get the hand res. They want to preserve the cooldown. Was that a mistake though? No, it was not. They get that res. The Scrapper got very heavily pressured though as a result of that. That was a good call. There's clearly some good communication here from the red team. Knowing that they were able to go for that hand res, preserving that Signet is definitely good. Blue now getting this node. There was a lot of time wasted here for Red. The neutralizations have come through. And Red still a little bit on the run. Their support is very low on cooldowns. And that is kind of a big indicator on are they able to take a fight. However, of course, the Soul Beast is about to fall. Gets the heal skill. Does have Dolyak stance as well. Doesn't have a block available on that Greatsword. So still under a bit of pressure. Has to drop down. Will the Scrapper be chasing that? Looks like the answer is no. But it does eliminate the Soul Beast from this fight whatsoever. So that's a lot of damage removed from the blue team. Blue team still holding on though. But they're now down 2 players in this fight as the full Zerg of Red is going crazy. Blue needs to find a way to disengage, but they cannot. Enigma and Notamelon both falling. Demolish very likely to die as well. And yeah, that's the end of that. So the kill has indeed been secured. Yeah. Blood Bond being used there as well. That's a cool, yeah, I saw the little signet pop. I was like, ooh, Blood Bond. That's pretty big to use that. Apply bleeding, get lifesteal. Does quite a lot of damage if you think about it, right? Like, it does 300 damage, 5 stacks. That's like 1.5k kind of armor ignoring damage burst whenever you apply that bleeding. A little bit of sustain too, of course. Yeah. I think what we're watching here is very slow, painful death for the blue team. Yeah. Slow, painful death. Because I think they're going to lose control of the map. The Thief is going to run around in circles and be really, really annoying and kill everyone. And there's not that much Blue can really do about it. Now, Blue, they're honestly doing a pretty marvelous job of not losing the game. The problem is that not losing isn't the same as winning, right? They're not like giving the entire map over to their opponents, and I think Red is zerging a little bit too much. They're basically playing GVG right now, which is not really the same thing as Conquest PvP, but I think slowly but steadily they are going to be able to win here. Yeah. As we see here, Blue kind of committing to this buff. This is really scary for Blue. If they can maybe kill this really quickly, it's good, but the problem is, like, if Red stalls them here, this is so painful. And it's going to be so easy for Red just to stall them here forever. They end up even actually losing here. Some good kiting from the Scrapper while throwing those nades out. Gets that kill. Forces the Signet use. Stillness has been capped, actually. Hang on a minute. This is getting a little bit spooky, and this Scrapper is not able to pressure. They're focusing this Scrapper very, very well. You'll notice he's not able to actually attack whatsoever. Does now get taken out. Is there a Signet? Yes, there is. Zealoth going for it. Doesn't get it, though. The Cleave is actually too much. This could be a potential big moment here. The Thief from... Oh, man. That Thief is so disgusting, though. Really annoying plays here from the Grinch. It's going all over the place, going crazy. A lot of value on this Thief. And again, like, they're kind of winning this fight down here, but, oh, the Rangers, you know, the Druid is here. That's so annoying to deal with, because that's going to be difficult to kill, especially seeing as it's just a single player. Now the Catalyst is being committed as well. Zealith does die. Druid can't res... I don't think the Druid can res that. Oh, never mind, the Druid can! The Elite Glyph was available. I thought the Stomp was available, but it was not, I think. For Enigma, yeah, did not have stability, unfortunately. So the Revive does come through. Has it now, but the Reaper and the Reinforce from Red is going to be enough. Blue gets the node, but actually there's nothing contesting the Druid right now. The Druid might get this. Do we see this cap go through? There's no contest here. We see the Catalyst trying to get it, but it's too late. Oh no, what an absolute disaster for the blue team. They were not in position, maybe not quite aware of that almost, that the Druid was sneakily going for Tranquility, gets the cap, and that is just a death blow in this game, to be honest. Like, blue team committed a lot of resources to go for this buff, and they just could not get it. End up losing loads of players, then losing the buff as well. I mean, this is just an absolute disaster. I think we're definitely going to see some composition changes later on from the blue team, because yeah, I mean, like, Thief is good. It's real good. And you can really see the difference here, right? Like, they just aren't able to get the fights they want. They aren't able to get these correct matchups about the map, and it's absolutely brutal here, to be honest. I don't think there's any real way, unfortunately, for blue team to come back in this. It's 5 minutes as well. That's not actually that much time. It's a relatively slow game. It's been a lot of fighting over contested points. Zintrex falls here in middle. Oh, man. Oh, Stillness even capped as well. That is just, you do not like to see that whatsoever. We have Last Push Wolf Spider going for the altar. Catalyst trying to contest middle, but oh no, it's going to take a while. Support and the Scrapper are both here. Also have the Druid in the mix. Like, this is just a brutal game. Absolutely brutal game here. Red team destroying, absolutely annihilating their opponents. The Z Squadron has been vanquished. Game over. Well, I mean, I'm not really sure what I expected. I was expecting some secret sauce, but I'm not going to lie, the secret sauce on the Catalyst was chain feed the entire game. I mean, look, that's something, I guess. But it's not really what you want in PvP. And there it is. The Christmas theme, the festive team, emerging victorious.
Red team
Allow me to have a
wins
nice
capture point.
sip of my tea while I wait for the game to end. Bear with me. Lovely. Very nice. And that's the end. There we go. I mean, it's just, like I said, guys, kind of slow and painful, right? I mean, yeah. There it is. Another kill secured. 4-9-3. Blue team in desperation, contesting the node. Not wanting to end on a triple cap, but I mean, that's it. Infamous underdogs take another matchup. It looks like there's a couple of games going on. We might as well leap into those while we wait for the round. Ooh, here's a pretty close one. We have ourselves a close match here. And we essentially have a variety of gamers here. Kind of some pug teams, I believe, here. Going toe-to-toe here on the Temple of the Silent Storm. 360 to 350. And actually, blue team... seriously, I always feel guilty joining matches after I'm finished watching another game, because I feel like one of the teams immediately ints as soon as I do this. And we see that happening now as blue team gets absolutely devastated as Amos does actually kind of wriggle away here, going for this cap, but Zix Ronin and a real stunner, they're dead. Okay, they are completely dead. And red team is actually about to get a very sizable advantage here. Ooh, this is a big misplay. Oh, yeah. Wow, Doshi kind of gets a little bit lucky there. Doesn't die. Gets the steal, but that was such a risky committal there. Ooh, stillness secured as well. Oh, no. Oh, no. Red team, off the back of that team fight, get stillness, and then a triple cap as well. Thief does end up conceding that, so it's not going to be as brutal as previously, but look at that. That's 4 points per tick right now. And yeah, I mean, red team is just going to win off the back of that instantaneously. How did this game go? Oh, it was actually a bit of a back and forth there. In a very little sense, but this is die on node time here. Red team leaving this node, little bit troll, to be honest, given the fact that they actually have the quadruple cap with stillness, but they are going to be able to get rid of a real stunner over here and secure the altar at the same time. So, yeah, this Berserker, they're dead, okay? This is not going to go well for them. Goes for the die on node play here. Maybe could have kited, actually, until the Untamed survives. And actually, does succeed in doing so. You know, I called it too soon. Oh, no, mind. No, I didn't. They're dead. There it is. They're over. Amos does arrive, but is that enough? Honestly, not really. At this stage, again, just bunker, right? Like, it is bunker time right now, if you ask me for red. Like, they've got kills on board. They've got 3 kills now being secured. Daredevil can't do anything here, really. Can't deny that. That's the end of that. Red team just need to not give up the nodes. I like the Guardian actually leaving middle open. That's incredibly based. Here as well, you know, like yielding the node, just letting it get uncapped by 1 tick for no reason. That's very, very based. Buffs do come up, but actually doesn't matter. Not enough time to cap it. That's the end of that. GG. Red team wins. Boom. 40% kitchen crew. Some kind of elaborate meme there, but there it is. They won the game. Incredible. Absolutely incredible stuff. Oh, that's the end of the round too. That was, in fact, the final game. Infamous Underdogs versus the Snuggle Strikers plushie pack. That's going to be a good one, I think. Definitely want to check that out. Absolutely incredible stuff. Here we go. Next. I kind of want to see this game. Can anyone stop the Underdogs? Can the plushie pack stop this team? It's going to be the double Spectre. It's going to be Maya and Frey breaking out the thieves here. Okay. Dog Gamer on the Holosmith. Cole Summers, also known as Cole Winters, because it is December, of course. One of the most powerful players in Guild Wars 2. World's first fishing title. Although I think that's not true. Who got the world's first fishing title? I know Cole was one of the first players, but I don't think he got world's first. Like Cod walking amongst mere minnows. I don't know who did it, but Cole's one of the earliest players to get that. He was world's third Cod. Holy shit. That's impressive. And we have Floor. Here he is. Blade Sworn. Warrior main. Floor. Rank 1. Legitimate rank 1 player. Ready to blast. Okay. Going up against blue team. It's Zeolith on support guard. Okay. It's Callista. Santa Claus on the Scrapper, delivering the presents of grenades. Okay, we've got the Grinch on the Deadeye. Nezio on the Reaper. And of course, we have the Druid as well. Now, this is interesting. I think the Deadeye is going to have a little bit of a rough time into the Spectre. Oh, it is going to be a support guard here, actually, for Frey. Going to go away from the Double Thief. Goes for the support guard instead. Wants to kind of really bring the rock to the team fight here, essentially. The brick wall, the anchor to make that happen. I'll see what fares, and I think this might be because they're not up against a Double Thief. This does mean that I think Maya will be doing a good job here of actually really pressuring Lycra and shutting this player down. This Deadeye must be eliminated. He cannot be allowed to free cast, simple as that. It will be too much output here as well. And the Reaper here is very interesting. I don't think we're going to see Red Team try to engage directly. I think that's why we see this 3-node push. They want to stall this team fight. They want to delay it. They want to eventually get Floor on this node or one of the side nodes and just plonk him down there for all eternity. But they're not really committing. You can see that here. They're not really committing to the fight. They're playing the sides. Guard rotates in here as well now. Kind of bullies away the blue team here as well. Because, of course, not committing to this middle fight here. Floor and Cole have to kite it out. Now, the Deadeye does make it back to middle. Not being matched by the Spectre just yet. That's a little bit scary over Floor. And yeah, Floor gets grenaded. That Scrapper burst is absolutely gigantic. Insane DPS here from Santa Claus, getting that kill immediately. And that, of course, frees the Thief up to immediately push the Dragon. Meanwhile, we have this 1v1 over here. Hollow into the Druid. Damage on the Hollow is actually very high. That might be some kill potential. I believe it is. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, you can see that Hollow. It's very much a build that has returned. Hollow is back, gamers. Well, interesting, it's a Relic of Naos there as well. Definitely one of those relics that you expect to see pop up, right? Like, it's just an inherently good effect, right? Like, removing a Condi, you heal yourself as well. A lot of sustain, because bear in mind, that applies to not just stuff like bleeding and burning. That's any condition. So anytime you cleanse yourself, you're going to be healing. And, of course, Scrapper, with the Tools trait line, whenever you hit any of these abilities, your F-skill abilities, that's going to remove a condition, basically turning it into a very good source of sustain. And, you know, you even see Rifle Turret, right, to have that very spammable bullet to have that condition cleanse, as opposed to the Alchemy trait line. Cole in middle gets zerged down by the Swarm, gets revived by Frey. Can Cole get out of that, though? I do not think so, yeah. That revive, not going to make the difference here, unfortunately. And there is a renewed focus, and looks like Frey is able to wriggle away, but it must be said, I do like Red Team's play here. They are not falling into the Zerg trap here, because Blue Team, their composition, it is basically full send. It is a hold W comp, which, honestly, it's a lot of fun to play, and I think it can be very, very effective as well. You can definitely see the output here. They just chase stuff down. They have their Reaper, they have their Scrapper, and they slam it into stuff. And you've got the Deadeye to do the rotation, pretty much. And that makes sense. It's worked out very well for them so far. But Red Team, they are doing a good job of not playing into that. They're not allowing them to get these, like, multi-kill battles. They're not allowing their opponents to ever get this kind of unstoppable Zerg going. They're splitting them up as much as they can. Not really worrying about controlling all 3 nodes, just making sure they've got at least one, hopefully more often than not for them, having 2 nodes, holding some of them neutral. That's how they want to win this game. I do think that makes a lot of sense here as well. Yeah, Reaper is going to have to take this 1v1. And you honestly, Condi Reaper, not bad in 1v1, to be honest. Can definitely hold its own, at least for a while. Especially since we also have the Scrapper moving in. Oh, and Floor got hit by the Elite. That is rough. Oh boy. That is very, very bad indeed. Yeah, that is going to lead to a death. Maya will not be able to rotate in and save the day. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Yeah. Yeah, Scrapper is big damage. You know, grenades, pretty good, pretty good. Yeah, Blue, accelerate into the future here. Accelerate towards their victory. Getting that double cap. Druid from Red, Cole. There he is, getting that node. And now let's see, where is Red's plan of attack going to be? The Thief being super annoying here. Will be able to slowly pick off the Reaper. Has to watch out for the cleanse, but yeah, Thief, of course, excellent against Necromancers. But a good assist here. Ooh, the well got interrupted there. That's very rough, actually. Big interrupt there. Is going to try and land it now. Does still have the elite well. Could lock down that Necromancer. Lands it as well with the combo, too, with the combo port. Big play there, actually. Interesting interaction there on Thief. You can kind of chain that with another Shower Step to kind of do a sneak attack there with the elite for that CC. Does land it. Is the cleave enough, though? Oh, the stealth res was enough to actually get Nezio back on his feet, but is that going to actually save the day here? Looks like the answer to that is actually yes. Maya not able to pursue that, not going to go for the push. And in fact, we do have the Grinch going for this kill. Is it going to work out, though? Oh, that was a very, very greedy play. Is it going to get punished? It is not. The condition cleanse was available to get rid of that poison and keep this player on their feet. Meanwhile, the red team did manage to get that middle node here. Frey keeping Cole alive, being very, very annoying, holding that 2v3, almost a 2v4. We have this holo. This holo is a really big problem. I think we need to see some big pluses from the Thief into this Holosmith, because the Druid is not capable of holding this 1v1. And we're going to see that there as the Druid was forced to rotate away. This is a really big play here. Oki is really putting in the work, earning this win for the team by consistently being able to bully that Druid away from those. That needs to be responded to by Blue, and so far they kind of haven't gone for it. Floor and Maya now have the, and Frey is here as well. This is going nowhere. Red has to, Blue has to back off. They're doing it, but they're very, very clumped, and this, again, is kind of the nightmare scenario here for Blue. Like, it's going to take them so long to get anywhere on the map. We could see Thief go for the decap online, but of course, we have Maya ready to go for Hot Pursuit. Looks like buff is going to be yielded, or shield buff is going to be yielded immediately. Cole does eventually down middle. He's been holding there for a good amount of time. Both buffs for Blue would be very scary. There's nothing to contest this either, actually. Can anyone get here in time? I don't think so. This is a very dangerous moment for Red, actually. These buffs incredibly powerful, 20% more damage and health, essentially, both in favor of Blue. So, yeah, Red really don't want to fight right now. They're probably going to play quite passively until this is over. Of course, only lasts basically a minute, or a minute 30 in total, I believe. But yeah, 20% more damage, not good. Well, I mean, it's good for the Blue team. Definitely not good, though, for the Red team, as they're dead. You know, the Scrapper was already destroying them. Now the demolition will be even more intense. However, we have Red team trying to scuffle over middle node. Probably not going to get too much done. Basically, 2 healers here. Nothing can break through that, at least for the time being. Meanwhile, we have Dragon being held contested, but oh my, gets caught by the Reaper and the Scrapper. Frey goes for the Signet, but oh, the poison shuts it down. And that's Omega poison too, guys. We actually have Relic of the Demon Queen, so that makes it even harder to revive, right? 50% healing effectiveness, which does count on effects such as Signet of Mercy. So denying that revival with the Reaper, very, very easy to do in this situation. Gets it done, blasts hard, and wins that fight. Still an even game, though. 291 to 268, as we can see here. Okay, and let's see. Nezio holding on here. And of course, last couple of fights went to Blue. They now have secured control of the map. Thief actually sneaks behind enemy lines as well, actually, as the Holosmith has been pushing over to middle. You can see that there's going to be this 1v1 now. Of course, Node will go to the Holo, but Deadeye can be very scary in the 1v1, actually. The question is, will the Deadeye actually go for it? Looks like might go for it a little bit. Probably doesn't want to, though. Bit of a waste of time. I think it's better to go elsewhere on the map, and yeah, the Thief agrees. Is now going to go ahead and leave. Getting a kill on Cole is going to be easier said than done. There's no damage coming in from the Druid, really, to speak of, so it would basically be a solo kill this situation, and Cole now moving in as well is going to essentially render that an impossibility. Floor and Maya going for the 2v2 over here, but now See if they can get that. I think they actually will be able to win this. They should have the damage to punch through. I think the Necro will really struggle to actually have kill potential onto the Warrior or the Thief unless we see some overcommittal and overextension from the red team. But yeah, there is the kill. We do have the revive. It's interrupted though, and that's the power of that Thief there. Getting that Bountiful Theft there, denying that stability, getting that interrupt there. Very, very big value. And yeah, it's going to go for another revive. Ooh, but look at that fear. Very nice fear from Maya. Shuts that down, and I think that should be a confirmed kill. Yep, there it is. Zeolith not able to save that player. Frey does die here in middle. Cole going to go for the buff by the looks of it. We could see Maya also go for a diversion for the second life too. Looks like there's nothing happening on the sword right now. Frey back in a couple of seconds. Zeolith here on middle. But red team are going to get, again, a 2-cap. Just rotating better than their opponents, right? This is definitely a game of out-rotation here. Red team rotating better. However, blue team still maintaining an advantage by simply farming their opponents off respawn. Like, that is a pretty good strategy. You know, it's working out for them pretty well. Yeah, getting these buffs too. Like, red team not contesting these, and this is going to be punishing. Very, very punishing indeed, especially when you are dealing with the amount of damage output that the blue team has. Another double artifact for blue. That is a bit of an ouch, okay? You know, that's rough. You honestly hate to see it. They're trying to wriggle away here. But is it enough?
Blue team grabbed a capture point.
Is it enough? Frey is dead. Blue team, if they can get a couple more kills, they will win the game. Buffs are wearing off soon, though. And that's when red team is really going to have the opportunity to actually start fighting again. And without those buffs, they will die. 4 minutes left on the clock, and that could be relevant. Keep an eye on that. Ooh, Oki is going to be the final casualty of the buff, I believe, more or less. Will be expiring soon, and that is bad. Not having that powerful 1v1 presence on the map is not what you like to see. Ooh, and it's going to be Cole going down too. I think that is going to be really rough to come back from now. It's going to be a 3v5, a 4v5 for another 10 seconds. And of course, a little bit more than that, as it will take some time for the red team to get back onto the map. And we're at the stage now, 400 points. Where blue team, they don't care about this node anymore. They can just do whatever the hell they want. It's now on red team. They need to actually push across the map and get these neutralizations. Otherwise, they're simply going to run out of time to win. They'll be too far behind and unable to recover. Frey, under very heavy pressure here in the middle, actually has nothing. He's got nothing. I think he's just dead here, actually. Goes for a heal. Is there some support maybe from another player? No, there is not. The Scrapper finishing the job. The Scrapper has just been absolutely demolishing the entire game. Continues to do so even now. We do have Oki back on the Lion, getting that cap, but not good enough. There has to be a decap on middle, otherwise red is still dead. Cole on middle, getting hunted down by the Deadeye. At the same time, does some evasion, so might be able to live and hold on, at least for the time being, but there has to be a decap now, and these situations is where playing against Thief becomes absolutely nightmarish, even if you have a Thief on your own, because look at that. Thief already goes over here, gets the decap. Floor is dead on the outside map. Frey contests, which is going to be enough to hold, maybe, but he has to stand on the node, and that is just not going to be feasible as the core Guardian. I believe this game is completely over. The Scrapper is nading like an absolute maniac. Underdogs are about to activate, guys. Underdogs demolishing. Simple as that. Yeah. And there it is. It is over. Underdogs continue to win. Continue to blast. Wow. And I believe that's the end of another round. It's a 5-round monthly AT. I guess that's all of the qualifying rounds. Who made it? So, look what we got here, guys. We have the infamous Underdogs versus Straub's team. We have Syndrina versus Small. We have Plushy Pack versus French. And we have Enigma versus Oh No, We Are Here by Accident, also known as the Dancing Choya Gang. Oki no win. Sag cry. What was like the full copy pasta for that? Very nice. Yes, Oki, no win. Grats to Mamaya's team. All right, then. I think this will be the best game. Back on Kylo. Here we go. Now, of course, this is elimination now. Elimination gaming. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Woo, yeah. On the red team, Lisa, Esprit, Goku, Princess Kim, Princess Alicia. Up against Frey, Oki, Cole, Floor, Maya. With support com once again. Here we go. Content now begins. Can blue team make their way to the finals for a rematch against one of the teams they've already played against? I don't know. We're about to find out. Team comp's actually somewhat similar. The big difference is actually essentially going to be in the Vindicator here for the red team. Now, the red team doesn't have a thief. And we saw how that went, basically, for some of their opponents, and indeed many teams. They've tried their luck without thief. Hasn't really worked out well for them. Let's see if they can make it work. This is a smaller map, so there is some way that you can kind of bunker down on 2 nodes and play that type of style. But it's non-trivial. Blue actually just go for a full push as well, but end up getting picked off as, again, a massive force from the red team is able to do that. But it's not really going to work out super well for red. They're going to end up losing the entire map because of that. Now, the windmill is currently in contention, but Esprit is being intercepted by the Blade Sworn, so nothing really going on there. Looks like Maya might want to go for a kill as well. Have respawns coming through here as well. Oki 1v2, will end up giving that up, I think. Yeah, Maya kind of lurking around, maybe going to rotate into this fight, leaving the Blade Sworn to the 1v1. We have Guardian and Druid, the most exciting duo, the duo of destiny over here. They will never die, and see the red team trying to break that fight up a little bit, realizing it's really going to go nowhere, pushing their Guardian back into the middle node here.
Red team got a capture point.
Here we go. Cole blasting, actually, into the Blade Sworn. The Blade Sworn is actually dead here, I think. Yep. Yo! Yo! Dude, look at that. Demolition from Cole Summers. Crushes Blade Sworn in the 1v1. Goku sent back to respawn there by the Wyvern, pretty much. The Wyvern just fucking popping off right there. Holy shit. Look at this Druid build. Sage, Amulet, Rune of the Undead, and the Demon Queen. Yeah, big poison application using the dagger, of course. The double dagger, in fact. And indeed, Sword Warhorn as well. Having that mobility axe there. And indeed, more poison, I believe, on Sword too. So, very poison-themed build here for Ranger, as you can see here. Blue team, not gonna lie, they're completely crushing their opponents right now. Like, the red team is getting deleted off the face of the earth. Can Maya maybe get revived here? Is Frey going for it? No, does not have the signet. There was no way to teleport out of there as well for Maya. A little bit too far to kind of reach any good spot to get revived. So the Thief is gonna die, but there's no control, right? There's no control for red, right? They do not have the ability to push. They don't really have the ability to get any of these nodes, and just some good rotations. And, this is kind of one of the maybe somewhat counterintuitive things about Guild Wars 2 PvP. It doesn't matter if you're losing the fights. The only thing that matters is, are you winning the map? Right? This is not team deathmatch, guys. A lot of people think that Guild Wars 2 PvP is team deathmatch. No. Guild Wars 2 PvP is map control. It is conquest. And even though we're seeing kills get bled out here, what is the red team getting for it? They finally managed to secure an actual node here. At long last, a couple of minutes into the game. Will be immediately contested, of course, by Floor. We have the respawn from Oki now moving in. But Blue, they're going to play it smart. They should not be committing to this fight, and they aren't going to. They will run around in circles and jiggle around. Hopefully not dying. Frey is in trouble here, actually. Probably a bit dead. Don't really see much of a way out here for the Guardian. Some good healing from the Druid, actually, so maybe there is, but yeah, no. Maybe the Glyph? Ooh, is that enough? Oh, the Glyph is pumping? Oh, is it enough? Not quite. Yeah, maybe maybe with a hand res that would have been enough. But yeah, the cleave was very intense, so might have been a very risky, if not suicidal, play to go for that. Blue losing a player, but as long as you only lose one player at a time, it's really not the end of the world. Well, that might be about to change. We do see Floor dying now. Ooh, Floor's dead.
Did you see that?
Maya blasting a spree. Insane DPS connecting here. Look at the poison. Well, I mean, I was expecting 300 damage. I mean, that's a lot. It's insane. It's almost too much. I mean, a little bit tricky to break through here, actually. Vindicator is a bit vulnerable. Does go for the jump onto the Thief. Holosmith trying to chase that down. And here comes the big 2v2. Here's the committal. Holo connects big, and yeah, this Vindicator is a little bit dead. There is going to be a glyph, I believe, from a spree. Actually, oh, he doesn't have it yet, actually. He has it in a couple of seconds. I think that's going to be a little bit too late, though. Yeah, it absolutely is. Cannot go for the revive, unfortunately. Lisa moves in for the support, but it's too late, of course. The red team has already died, and yeah, double support into a double DPS is never really going to work out in favor of the supports, that's for sure. Meanwhile, middle, very stable. It's Cole and Frey in the mix alongside Floor, so yeah, there's nothing really going to be going on here, at least for the time being. Yeah, Red's going to have to run away. That will end up giving that decap as well. I mean, yeah, this is just not going well. Like, for whatever reason, red team, they can't break through. They haven't got the output. Will Oki be able to destroy this 1v1? We saw him annihilating in this matchup in some of the previous games, but will it be enough to defeat a spree? The big worm. Leader of French Worms. Most powerful French player in the entire game, guys. Leader of all French in Guild Wars 2. More kills being secured on middle. Lisa running away in fear. And honestly, not an unjustified fear. Very wisely. Good support comes through there from Cole and Frey, supporting this Thief back up. Some Shroud is available. Doesn't want to go in Shrouds. They can continue to get healed, of course. Lisa is going to be the target here, I believe, for the blue team. Can they find this kill? They're not super concerned about it. They're mostly concerned about getting the node. Have got to watch out for Goku, as Goku may go for a push.
Blue team takes a capture point.
Not going to happen just yet, by the looks of that. Here we go. Maya running away. Kites back to the node once again. There's the hard focus there. And that Holosmith and Vindicator connecting, getting that kill almost instantaneously. And again, the game ticks on. It's a slow one, but slowly but surely, blue team is increasing their points advantage. And that's what matters here, really. Like, and again, it's even more impactful than you might think. Because, of course, 276... it's not that close to 500. You're halfway. But the problem is this game is pretty slow. We're nearly halfway into this match, and we're only at around 300 points for blue, and only 150 for red. So what that means is that even if red start to turn this around, it's going to take them a good portion of their time to even get even with their opponents. And this is the true horror of matches like this, where your opponents have a lot of mobility, a lot of 1v1 potential, a lot of sticking power, and of course a Thief in the mix as well. Like, red team is in, to be frank, and you know what, we're not going to pull any punches. Red team is in an absolutely catastrophically bad position. Like, this is they're screwed, pretty much. They're dead. Nice knockback there, actually, from Princess Kim. Forces the decap. Means that Oki is going to have to stand on this point for a long time to get the nodes, and will continue to actually have to fight and we'll have to shove away the opponent in order to get control of this node. But middle, still locked down by the Druid, and even one node is extremely painful for the red team at this stage. They just don't really have enough punch. You know, like, I think they could really have used... they could have used a Thief in this situation. You know, they've got some DPS, but they're not able to really leverage that DPS particularly well with the way their opponents are playing. Their opponents are playing this really well, right? Like, they're just basically dodging the bigger fights, making sure that they're picking off their opponents, controlling the map, taking these really stally 1v1s, 1v2s, 2v2s, right? Holding on the node, disengaging when they, you know, they're not really fighting over an objective that they can realistically control, and getting it done. And here it is. 370 points. It's going to keep going up, and you can see that red team is basically flatlined. Blue team have found their lockdown situation, right? They're just rotating the Thief back and forth. They've got the Blade Sworn. They've got the Druid on middle. And then what you do is you actually just move your Guardian and Thief back and forth pretty much. So that's what you do here. Move that back and forth. Have it locked down. You got your Druid on one node. You got your Warrior on the other. And there's no Thief, right? The thing is that they can do this because there's no Thief. It's actually a really important point. If there was a Thief, then they could pressure this node much more effectively, right? They could really pull these side noders around, but there isn't one, right? So essentially, there's a very low risk of outnumbering. It's very hard for the red team rather, to quickly outnumber their opponents, and they can't do anything sneaky. Holy shit. Yeah. Absolutely colossal burst obliterates Oki, but I think it's a little too late, I'm afraid, for the red team. No, there is actually an attempted revive going down, but yeah, that's some serious wishful thinking from the Druid. I think at this stage, 4-2-4. Let's see if there are any other matches going on, because realistically, there's no real possibility for blue team to win in any, or for blue team to lose in any realistic setting here, I believe. Will be the comeback of the century. Maybe we can have a look at this other match. Maybe this one is intense. Oh, yeah, somewhat unsurprisingly. Again, kind of a pug team here on the red team. Like, not bad players, of course, by any stretch of the imagination. But the blue team, much more try-hard. Much bigger blast. And here we go. Blue, gotta get the job done. And we'll be moving on to the next game very, very shortly. Very, very shortly indeed. There it is. GG has, in fact, been called by the red team, in fact. You know, that's very sportsmanlike. We love to see that. Blue getting the node. About to pick off Revan here as well for another node. Warrior holding on to the mansion. And that's it. How many games left? We're going on to the semi-finals. Very quick tournament, actually, guys. Yeah, very quick. Red team wins a capture point. It's over in a flash, my friends. Over in a flash. Boom. What will be the next finals? I believe it's going to be... who is it? I wasn't paying attention, so I don't know. We simply do not have the critical information. We just don't. The Druid build? I think it's the same build, yeah. Very similar. Different rune of Melandro here, whereas Cole is running Rune of the Undead for even more damage output. But it's going to be the Relic of the Demon Queen, as you can see there. Wilderness Survival, Nature Magic, and Druid. Very disgusting build. Very poisonous build, in fact. It's Dagger, Sword, Warhorn is what's going on here. That is the situation. Oh, look at that. Eclipse as well. Ugh, man, what a disgusting build. Look at that. You know, do we love to see this, guys? I'm not sure if we do love to see this. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. I don't know. But anyway, game's over. We go on to the semifinals. Plushy Pack versus Lisa. Although this game is kind of... Wait. Well, I mean... This game is... I mean, I guess a little bit of a comeback from the red team, but... It's copium, right? It's 2 minutes. Like, it's barely winnable on time, and even a single kill ends it immediately. And, well, that's exactly what's about to happen here, actually. As Frey and Cole slowly chipping away at this Hollowsmith. Like, the blast is happening. And there it is. Might end on a triple cap here. Princess Alicia is falling on middle. Princess Lisa about to fall as well. Princess Kim trying to deny Cole, but I don't think it's going to happen. There's a heal skill in a couple of seconds, but it's not going to matter because the game is already over. 5:03. Snuggle Gamers going on. Plushy Pack. They will face Enigma. Infamous underdogs versus in both interesting games, actually. I will try and watch both, I guess. Yes. Very, very big indeed. When you can just play Catalyst. Dude, look. Honestly, you know, because nobody tryhards on EU, it's actually better now. Okay? Look, the shoe is on the other foot. All of these NA teams, like, actually playing proper comps and sweating. Holy shit. Cringe. Okay? On EU, we used to be the sweats, you know? Like, but EU is casual now, okay? EU just plays like meme shit constantly. Hell yeah. All right, next game. It's time for the next game, everyone. We approach the finals in monthly AT. Is Fire Wizard viable in monthly AT? I mean, Fire Wizard, it's everywhere. Fire Wizard Gaming. Ah, yes. Pretty spicy games, though. Like, I think both of these could go either way. Finals are very up in the air. Very up in the air, actually. Very, very up in the air. EU Omegalol, yeah? EU is Omegalol, guys. You heard it here first. It's confirmed. All right. Here we go. We have to wait for the next game. It's going to be a while, to be honest. It will be non-instant. Yes. Whoa. Alcar, 62 years, resub. Absolutely massive. Guys, subs are 25% off. Wow. Just think about that value. The value that you can get by subscribing and gifting like 50 subs. It is time, my friends. It is time. 62 billion years. Yo, Jerry Law, though, with a tier 1 as well. Appreciate it, man. Yo! All right. Are we getting any games? 72 billion years. Oh, yeah. 2 buys? I don't think so. That would be very scuffed if that was the case. All right, let's leap in. Skyhammer, huh? Okay, okay. It's Skyhammer Gaming. We love to see it. All right. So it's going to be the Catalyst again, but it's not going to be Hammer Catalyst. It's going to be Scepter Focus Catalyst from Not a Melon. Zintrex, it may end up being Blade Sworn here. It was a little bit of a switcheroo. Wolf Spider on Soul Beast. We have Demolish, Ben Shapiro, but the E has been replaced by an X. We also have Enigma on Support Guard. Druid build. You know, I really shouldn't, because I've showed it like 50 times, and people never learn, okay? They never learn, but here it is. It's the Condi Druid Omega build. Look at this thing. Wow. Absolutely disgusting, guys. The Demon Queen. Insane. That Soul Beast build is filth. I mean, look, every build in the game is filth, right? Let's not pretend, guys. Okay, this is Guild Wars 2 in current year. The game is pure degen. All right, well, I mean, let's get into it, I guess. Plushie pack. Will they be able to beat down their opponents, or will they be crushed under the weight of gaming? Yeah, Zindrex is going to swap over at the last second to the Blade Sworn. Here we go. Relic of the Defender. Here it is. Heal per block, guys. Wow, look at that. Blocking on Warrior? That's insane, guys. That's insane.
Seize theirs.
Bit of sustained, bit of content. Extremely buff Deadeye is the healthiest spec in the game. I mean, Guild Wars 2 PvP. We love to see it. But anyway, Red team going for a big push, going for the 3-node setup. And in fact, both teams going for that. Getting all over the place. Now, the big question is, I'm not sure what it is, to be honest. I mean, what's going to happen in this game? Who the hell knows? Cole gets repelled almost immediately, goes over to help the team. Maya looking for a kill on Zintrex. Might be able to find it, actually, in a 3v1 with the Ranger moving back. Meanwhile, mid, pretty stalled out here as well. Oki, very, very low, actually. Might be able to wriggle away just barely. Has a heal in a couple of seconds. Is he going to be able to get to that, though? Hollowsmith and Soulbeat in hot pursuit. Signet should land, I think. But actually, is there a way out after this? That's the question. The answer is no. Yeah, immediately killed yet again. So, no value from that revive, unfortunately, whatsoever. Meanwhile, Maya going to help out Floor into the Catalyst, but actually dies in that situation. Maya going for the res, but actually gets stomped out. Oh, no. That is what we like to call that is a negative one, guys. That's not a plus one. The negative one comes in.
Team got a capture point.
And Notamelon gets the Catalyst win. Insane. Gets the kill and then denies the +1. Insane. Massive content there, guys. Absolutely massive gaming. Floor goes for the repush here. Maya also interfering in this battle. However, the Soul Beast from Red Team has also surged into battle. Oh, that Catalyst getting nuked. No stun break for a while. Oh, gets the immunity. Does have stability now, but is there enough healing here? Might have to pop the Signet just to live. Has the super speed from air. Is it enough? Spamming spells to get the heal. We have the Engineer moving in from Blue Team to help out here as well to get that kill, but actually it's going to be Maya falling by the looks of that as well. Thief goes down and Red Team is just unstoppable. They're unchained. Yeah. They are chained right now. Well, I mean, they're unchained. The opposite of chained. Okay, rushing towards middle. Wants to go for big DPS, but a rough start here for the blue team. Definitely not what they're looking for. Getting a kill on Zindrex would be massive. He's 1v3. There is a support, though. Will it be enough? There is a revive available if it is required, but Zintrex actually is able to wriggle away quite nicely. This does leave Enigma incredibly exposed, though. Might have to burn a lot of cooldowns to live here. Oh, it's getting nuked. Has the renewed focus. There it is. And Blue Scrapper starting to look pretty pressured. Very nice line there. Gets the bonk. And Enigma able to hold on and continue to support the team. Now with the Catalyst moving in, support guard leaving to try and save the Soul Beast over here is successful in doing so. There we go. Frey in trouble here in middle. The Catalyst just blasting away there. Insane DPS. Has the blind into the stomp. That is guaranteed, of course. Set to 3. Usable whenever you like. It's instant cast, so you embrace it. Red team getting the hammer for free as well. Of course, not really decapturing anything, but will certainly be pressuring the nodes and just getting that objective off the maps. They don't have to worry about it as well. They are committing 2 players to that, though. I like that. That's pretty zaced. Just, oh, look, waiting for the cap, actually. Yo! Will Floor realize? Yes! Floor realizes. So what's happening here is they're basically in a game of chicken, pretty much. So essentially what they need to do is the hammer will only decap a node and reset it if it's capped. So Floor is now free to cap this in 1 tick. So that was why he delayed here, didn't fully cap it, because it would have got reset immediately. So by delaying that, gets the node immediately, kind of nullifying the Sky Hammer a little bit. Anyway, Frey dies again. Did try to contest, but of course found himself outnumbered there on the hammer. Not able to really do anything against the Soul Beast. You know, it's a poor support Guardian. Just enjoy dying and doing no damage. Meanwhile, okay, shoving away the Catalyst. Oh, the Catalyst has got 1 shot there. Enjoy. Absolutely annihilated. Ooh, there could be a revival, though. Ooh, is there any poison available? Oh, there is not. And there was no interrupt for the Signet. So Enigma with a very big res there. That Vapor Form combo, getting that mobility to get revived by the Guardian, saves the Catalyst. I mean, this game is very, very rough. I kind of want to hop into the other one and see how that one's going, actually. But this is not looking good for the blue team whatsoever. How is the other game going? Let's have a look at this. Ooh, it's not looking good for the red team. That is what. Honestly, maybe not the ideal map to have double thieves on, to be perfectly honest with you. It's a very, very small map and a lot of hiding spots that you can kind of use to wriggle away from the thief, so not ideal there. Oh, massive damage connecting, though, onto the Druid. The Druid getting absolutely blasted. The revival, though, should be good. Yeah, it absolutely is. Druid back in the mix there. The 2 thieves not able to finish that cleave. 100 points down for blue, rather for red. They can certainly come back here. We have the Berserker getting the kite, able to survive quite nicely. Needs to wait a little bit to re-engage, though. Doesn't really have anything set up currently. Blue team get a Warrior. Still waiting on that heal skill to go for that re-engage, I imagine. Might just go for some immediate pressure onto the Druid. Yep, here we go. Wants to try and finish that, but yeah, is a little bit scared of committing. Can die very, very quickly if they are not careful, that's for sure. Both thieves incredibly low as well. That Scrapper. Seriously, this Scrapper is an absolute lunatic. Just butchering every team. This guy's like 1v9. Holy shit.
Just like that.
Santa Claus has indeed come to town, okay? Like, what can I say? Like, this Scrapper is on a complete rampage. Every single game. is pretty much carrying, I want to say, by just securing these kills all over the map.
Ready for targeting coordinates.
Yeah. Look, Deadeye? Deadeye? Yeah, a little visual glitch there, of course. We love to see it. But here we go. Blue team just kind of surging towards victory, you know? It's, yeah, I mean, that's kind of what's happening here. They're just winning. Hollowsmith actually dies. May have even got hit by the hammer there. That was quite funny, and then got naded immediately. Red team is... they're losing. They are losing this game. That's my expert opinion. It's not looking good whatsoever. Double cap, player is down. I like the self-res here. That's... I mean, that, I don't know what that is, but it's something. Yeah, no support on this map is obviously not ideal for the red team whatsoever, to be honest. And... the comp of blue is really good. Like, this is actually a map where Necro is really happy as well. Loves all the kite spots. Loves the smaller, more team fight-oriented maps. They're kind of going berserk. They're killing everything, and they're winning. That's it. Yeah. GG. I kind of want to see a little bit if red team is going to make a comeback, but I'm not viewing it as particularly likely, to be honest. In this situation, you know, it's not going to happen. Maybe we need to see some kills now, right? Because again, it's 7 minutes left. So if red team are going to make a play, they need to make it within the next minute, right? They've got about a minute to make something really big happen. Get 3 kills. If they can get 3 kills, there's some potential. They can get a snowball going. They can start to gain some momentum and really stagger their opponents, like keep getting kills again and again and again to have a constant outnumber, like really leverage that double thief. But again, you can see the problem here, right? Look how annoying Skyhammer is for these thieves to connect. Can't teleport up there as well because that's just not how it works. So the Skyhammer, especially the Skyhammer side nodes, it makes it very, very easy to live. Something like a druid, you can have really good survivability against the +1 from these thieves. Even when you've got 2 of them, you essentially have the ability just to kite around, like use this terrain to your advantage, and you can survive quite nicely if you kind of see it coming, you play it out correctly, and definitely working in favor of blue team here, and blue team utilizing their advantage on this map to its fullest, which is exactly what they should be doing, of course. Yeah, Hollowsmith down again for red team, and yeah, this is looking unbelievably bleak. Let's go check the other game, though. Other game is very close, actually. You can see blue starting to get back into it. With the double cap here. It's a fairly solid double cap too, as Oki is actually going to be able to contest into Zintrex here on point C. Here we go. And meanwhile, ooh, we actually do have Floor lose the 1v1 into the Catalyst. Oh, that's annoying, actually. There's no way to get that supported as well. Frey going for the hammer is going to be contested there by the Soul Beast. Bit of a pain. Can't deal with that. Will need some assistance. Looks like the Thief is going to come in for the assist. Here we go. Here's Maya. Is there anyone else moving in? We do have the Support Guardian here from the red team moving in too. So we've got a clean 2v2 here. Of course, Respawn from Floor is now back in the mix. Is he going to go for the push into the 1v1? Looks like the answer is actually yes. Now, oh, the Catalyst may have not seen this. Yeah, Catalyst goes to middle instead to go for a kill. Oki does actually fall to Zintrex too. Zintrex blasting hard. Cole in a lot of trouble here on middle as well. Oh no, I have actually cursed them. Like, blue team is coming back, and now I've unbelievably destroyed their hopes of winning this game, unfortunately. Cole is dead. Yeah, 2v2 not really going anywhere. Incredibly stalled here. But the problem is that now, because blue team have lost players, this is where you see the outnumber. This is where you see the additional rotations moving in. They're going to have to concede the hammer here, I think. Definitely annoying. Looks like Floor is going to make it, actually, to assist Frey in holding on. But again, this is going to be a very, very sticky situation here. Ooh, nice kill onto Demolish, actually, from Oki and Maya. That's big. If that Hollow could rotate into this fight on Hammer, that's where things can really start to actually mix up a little bit. They may not want to even push it. They might just want to leave it stalled and then try to really utilize their Thief on this map and not have these larger fights. Keep it as skirmishy as they possibly can. That might be the play. That might be what they want to do here. Meanwhile, we have the Thief. Maya trying to deal with Zintrex in. Spectre is actually very powerful in these kind of 1v1 scenarios when you have the ability to kite out the opponent. You can see the Warrior actually struggling against this. Not a crazy surprise to actually see that happening. Now we also have the Druid move in too, making this a 2v2. We have the slow... The slick shoes from Demolish trips up Cole. But yeah, Zintrax in a lot of trouble. Is Maya going to go for the kill? Frey in trouble, doesn't have anything left, is going to end up falling. Oh, that hammer roll would be really annoying to have to concede that for blue team. Oki leaves to contest into the Ranger, actually. Meanwhile, Cole and Maya are doing a very good job in this 2v2, though. Like, Spectre really good in these situations, pumping away. But unfortunately, we do actually... Wait, we see a rally onto Frey there. Rally gets back on his feet, actually. Which is a pretty big one there. Floor able to secure that. Of course, Oki does end up dying. 405 to 350. This is a real nail-biter, actually. Cole, after winning this 2v2 over here, they're able to actually secure this. Get point C. There's the triple cap. Now they've got to not give up the hammer. They've got to hold this. Ooh, they have the triple cap. Oh, no. Cole actually very wisely waits and will now go for it. You can cap that only the first shot decap. So as soon as the first shot is over, you are allowed to go for that. Oh man, that was such an unfortunate hammer there for the blue team. They lose their entire map control. However, it is neutral, so of course that's not quite as bad as it belonging to the red team. However, some pretty gnarly outnumbers here. Druid in a 1v2. Can't hold that node, is going to have to concede it. And a death over here, but actually it's a death in favor of blue. Did force the use of the revival signet too. Can it be secured again? Support Guardian is blasting away here from Enigma. Cooldowns are looking okay as well, actually. Should be able to keep up the Ranger for a good amount of time. Red team got middle again, and look at the timer here as well. Timer is incredibly relevant. Big problems. Really, really big problems, unfortunately, for the red team. The blue team, rather. Because that one node, it looks very, very scary when you only have 2 minutes and 30 seconds to get a 50-point deficit. That's a very big kill, though, actually. If they get the Guardian too, this is massive. Can they do that, though? Oh, no, they can't, I don't think. He's going to be able to get to middle, to actually get to the Reinforcers, to get to the Catalyst, and also to the Hollowsmith. Will be very pressured, though, actually. So it might be low on cooldowns by the time he gets there. Nope. Actually has the sword teleport, so is good to go. Meanwhile, Cole actually doing really well in this 1v1. If he could somehow get this node, this could translate into a victory for the blue team. Yeah, Zintrax not feeling good here. All that bleeding and poison is difficult to deal with. A lot of pressure here. And of course, reducing the passive sustain of Warrior, really annoying, right? Because Warrior is healing itself using Adrenal Health, pulsing healing, right? That's getting shut down hard by the Relic of the Demon Queen being used by Cole. And Cole actually got the node as well. That is massive. And Frey's going to get here. Oh no, and the Catalyst did die in mid. Yeah, Frey pushed in there, got that kill, secured that. Team fight victory for blue. And now Reinforces after point C is captured by Cole. Cole actually with a massive point C capture. And I really want to see one of the blue players defend point A here as well. Oki is going to be that player by the looks of this. Oh, red team. It slipped away from them right at the last second. I think they're a bit done for here. We might see a death from Oki, but actually there is some support from Frey. Goes for the Signet. Frey moving forwards as well to contest the node. Does he make it? Yes, he does. He gets the hold. Has cooldowns as well. Has the heal skill. Oki will die, but it doesn't matter, I think, because Frey can just stand on the point until the game is basically over. No need focus. He's got completely nothing left. So this is going to be just a death situation for Frey, but every point he scores is massive. I like that knock, actually, from the elite skill on Hollowsmith, but is that going to be enough? It's a real nail bite. It's close, actually. There's kills here, though. Hang on a minute. It's not over. We have a kill on Cole. That's going to be 5 points. Frey dies for another 5 points. Is there any potential to get a cap in time for the red team? It's 20 points. That's going to be really, really difficult. They can maybe get a kill on Floor for 5 points. That is going to be relevant if Floor goes down. Neutralization needs to happen, but I think it's a little bit too late here for the red team. I think they are going to be eliminated. It will be Frey's team going to the finals here. Enigma going for the cap on middle. Oh my god, this is unbelievably close. This is going to get absolutely crazy. Here it comes. Point B. Cole gets... Oh, that's... Oh, the knock! Oh my god, he actually capped it! That's an insane cap there. Oh no, Maya's downside. If Oki dies... Oh, no, 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 no. Oh my god. Oh, but the decap on... Oh no, yeah. Yeah, Red's going to win. Red is going to have this. They actually secured the kills, and Enigma with the massive cap saves the day. Actually gets the knock onto Cole, and there it is, 496. The kills mattered. Oh no. It's going to be the Z Squadron in the finals. Z Squadron, make it happen. There it is. Essence of Luck, tier billion sub. Very nice. Teapot, that is true. I better, where's my hat? It's actually over here. It is, of course, festive monthly AT, and there it is. Boom, door reveal is confirmed. Red team ascend to the ultimate finals. They will face The infamous underdogs. Absolute insanity. Nice. All right, here we go. The grand finals, guys. The infamous underdogs versus Z Squadron Enigma. What map will it be on? Who will win? Honestly, I don't know. It's actually very volatile. I think it's incredibly unpredictable. I have no idea who will win. But we have seen very strong performances, of course, from the underdogs. Very powerful gamers. Also, I appreciate the raid MM. Guild MM, one of the most powerful gamers in all of Guild Wars 2. And it feels good. XDDDDDDDD. Indeed. All right. Grand finals. Monthly AT. What do you guys think? Who's winning? Who's winning this, chat? Who wins? Prepare. Prepare for gaming. Prepare for content. Here we go. Oh, never mind. Here we don't go. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you guys not think there's anything interesting going on here? Who's winning? I'm doing a prediction. Here we go. Who will win? Question mark. Team 1 is Z Squadron. Second is going to be underdogs, I guess. You know, there we go. You have 2 minutes to decide. Boom. There you go. Enjoy. Can you log out? I don't see a finals without Frey. Well, unfortunately, that's not an option. We have to see the finals. We must observe. Yes. Got to root for the underdogs. Well, I'm not sure if they're actually underdogs. Their team name, it's, you know, they've got like monthly AT winners on that team. So calling them the underdogs is a bit, I don't know about that one. It's a bit weird, you know. I'm not sure about it. It's questionable, I think. $1 million into underdogs. Okay. Take a swim during the monthly AT. Well, I'm just waiting for the game to start. It doesn't exist. How can I get people to win a monthly AT? I will actually tell you the right answer. The right answer is to play another game competitively and bring those people to Guild Wars 2. That is actually the correct answer, by the way. Like, it's very difficult to do it in this game because people don't really play very competitively. Everyone's kind of drained of all energy in this game, in the scene. So if you want to win the monthly AT, go and play another, doesn't really matter which game. It could be like a shooter or a MOBA or another MMO. Get a team there, and then bring those players here, and if they like Guild Wars 2, win the monthly AT. That's probably the way to do it. Enjoy! Enjoy! I mean, hey, I'm glad it makes sense. Just buy a gizmo. I don't think people are really selling. It's no good. Yeah. Make friends who also want to get good. Yeah, the key is finding those friends, though. That's the hard part. Like, the difficult part is finding people who actually want to get good enough to win. It's very uncommon. Very uncommon. Ah, we're in. We are in. Let's go! All right, here we are on leg... Ah, what a map to end it on, guys. We've got ourselves Legacy of the Faux Fire. We've got brutal map, big fights here. Might be a little bit scary for the Necro, actually. Necromans has a bit of a tough time here on this middle node in particular. Not the best hiding spots in the universe for Necro, so will end up being quite exposed. That's something worth noting here. But otherwise, you know, pretty crazy map, very snowbally, right? You know, like, it can go very wrong for you very quickly. It's a small map, very easy to traverse. And, of course, the Thief is going to be high value there. We'll be able to instantaneously get all over the place. And I'm not going to lie, I see no Thief, I get scared straight up. You know, like, we drop the Thief for the Catalyst here on the red team. Yeah, I mean, we'll see, I guess. We'll see. I mean, maybe if they can win these fights, they can leverage this Catalyst to very quickly eliminate their opponents. And have some of these larger scale fights using the support of the Elementalist to win fights. That can definitely work out well, maybe. But, I mean, yeah. Okay. Well, let's do this. Prepare yourselves. The game begins. Core Guard, Catalyst, Blade Sworn, Soul Beast, Hollowsmith going up against Druid, Reaper, Deadeye, Scrapper, and Core Guard. The team fight is pretty brutal here, to be honest. Whoa! Whoa! Look at this technology, guys. The jumping puzzle technology here. Is it going to be a 3-node split for red? Not looking like it. Yeah, it actually is. Saying the Hollowsmith to contest into that Druid. And I think that's a little bit of a sign that maybe red team don't want to engage directly into this. They're maybe a little bit worried about, again, like that Scrapper Necro combo. We've seen some pretty insane DPS kind of get output here. Very difficult to actually interact with. So red team might instead prefer to try to split this up a little bit. Again, it's going to be hard though, right? Like, not having the Thief it just makes doing this type of play pretty difficult, to be perfectly honest with you. The Necromancer has been isolated, so that could be a kill. Kind of getting picked off here as well. And actually, the Catalyst getting shoved away simultaneously. And ooh, that Scrapper does actually get killed. Was that a burn on the res? It was not. Good cancel there by Zealoth at the last second. But they did actually successfully split their opponents. Like the Necromancer and the Guardian kind of running circles there. Not able to get any value. Thief, of course, though, doing Thief things, being super annoying. Getting over to the other side of the map. Red team going for a bit of a hell push here. Trying to get that Necromancer. They might find it as well. There is still the revival here, but that would not be what they'd want to burn here. There's the precast. Nice precast there by Zealoth. Will that actually pay off, though? It looks like the answer is yes. The nade pressure is going to be enough to repel the red team after getting that revival. But a good start for red, actually. Like, blue team kind of knocked off balance here a little bit. That's exactly what red team needs. Red team needs to guarantee that blue don't get locked in. Don't get into their rhythm in this matchup, because that's how they win. That's how they get it locked down. Oh, and absolutely massive damage coming back onto the Scrapper. Demolished, clearly respecting this as a threat, wanting to find that kill. But, ooh, Guardian in a little bit of trouble now. Yeah, he's going to have very low disengage potential here. That is the nature of it. Might be a die on node. Yeah, it's going to be a die on node here, I think. Yeah, he knew he was dead there. That's Core Guardian, right? You're very, very slow. Can't really disengage from a lot of these fights super effectively. Red, though, now securing that 2-cap. And this was definitely the vulnerability I saw in the blue team. They are a little bit not quite sure on the rotations, right? Like, they were just kind of circling around mid, not really getting anything done here. at the start of the game, of course. Unbelievably chaotic, so it can be difficult to do that. They've now found a kill, so they might have an easier time now, kind of focusing on these two nodes here, their own home node and middle. Meanwhile, we have the Catalyst and the Soul Beast just sustaining away here. Ooh, Soul Beast, Deadeye takes a really big hit before thinking about re-engaging here, but blue team not able to get this node, and this, the Scrapper is getting bullied hard. Big stability application, though, from the Guardian, able to get that revive, but oh no, the Gale lands. That's a massive Gale, actually. There's no stun break available right now for the Scrapper. Scrapper's so low. Nezio also low in middle. Zintrex about to find that kill. Oh, but actually Demolish is down state, and I think that is probably going to end up being a rally. Oh, yeah, Zintrex wants to let Demolish bleed out before going for a kill there. You can see he probably could have got that, but he was kind of holding because he knew it would be an immediate rally, delivering no value. It's going to be a full bleed, though, onto Demolish, which is kind of annoying. However, the Scrapper did end up dying, but they're already back, and this node is still not under control. The fight has not been won decisively enough for the red team to truly gain value. However, it is nearly capped in favor of red. Don't think they can get this, though, because now they're getting very heavily outnumbered. There's a potential revive there, but it looks like Enigma is not really perceiving that as value right now. Might have to go onto the kiting spot. Really can't contest this for much longer. Oh, my God. That Reaper just going crazy. I think this is another die on node as well. Yeah, didn't burn the Elite. I think that's a good play as well. Like, burning the Elite there would just been a waste of that skill. He was dead either way. It would just delay the death by a couple of seconds, which is not really going to deliver value here. And yeah, blue team, they found them. And to look at those nades, the nades are just going absolutely berserk this game. This is crazy. Big damage from the grenades, guys. The grenades are just, they're out of control right now. And here we go. We have the Scrapper
like that. Blue
getting into the mix. Okay, and yeah, that is what blue team needed. They're able to stabilize it, get it under control, have the Druid, and just use the Thief, right? Use the Thief to pin the opponents down. Try to take these bigger fights. Like, have the Necro and the Guard together. Have that Necro, the Guard, and the Scrap, and they're going to have a good time. Right. Ooh, Thief in a bit of trouble here, though. Ooh, does overextend, potentially. There's the Signet, but yeah, Thief with that low health pool gets cleaved out immediately, and a massive aggressive push. This could be devastating for blue, actually. If they lose their core guard, that means the rest of the team could very easily fall. I like the split here, though, by blue, actually. This Druid being super annoying and backcapping here at the same time. That is what we like to see, actually. That is pretty big content. Meanwhile, we have red team. They should be able to at least get this decap here, but ah, man, yeah. Very annoying. Very annoying here from blue. And Zintrex won't be able to make it here in time either, actually, to get that. And blue actually do hold on to Waterfall at the same time. So I think we're going to see the Soul Beast kind of back off there, try and get rid of the Druid. But this does mean that there is going to be a bit of an outnumber here on middle for a short time for red. So they have to hold off. They have to play safe. It's a large node, so they have some kind of potential. And they don't have to like completely stack and stuff like that. So they might be able to hold this, but it's not going to be easy. They may end up conceding this node. We need to see a rotation to middle. Yeah, the Soul Beast almost kind of has to start going now, or is this going to get out of control? We do see pressure going on to the Deadeye here. And that's definitely where the Catalyst is going, trying to pursue that Thief. Now the Soul Beast is coming to middle. Will he be in time, though? Demolish has held very, very well, in fact, but it has come at the cost of quite a lot of Enigma's cooldowns. Now being reset, we do see the downside from Demolish. Is that res going to happen? Oh, look at that Relic of the Demon Queen. Relic of the Demon Queen really putting in work, but actually, we might see a kill on the Scrapper. Is it going to be enough? Yes, it is. Oh, a massive rally. The Signet did not come through, but actually, now we see the Holospin down again. They're going to go for the res, but the cleave from the Reaper is huge. The damage from the Deadeye, truly colossal at the same time, and that's going to be a kill for kill there. 1-for-1 trade, but the cooldowns on Enigma are not looking good at all, and the fight is lost. Yeah, that Necro paying some dividends there, to be honest. Like, you do not want to be fighting into that for too long. It's just, it will slowly destroy you. We very much see that happening there. Utilizing that poison was very, very high value indeed. Because, of course, again, that poison will prevent revive skills from working. Okay. Meanwhile, Soul Beast does manage to get out, and it's one node apiece currently. Catalyst is... I mean, Catalyst maybe can hold, I think, here. Maybe. Of course, does have some projectile block that will help against the Deadeye, and the team does reinforce in. Oh, that Necro, though. Necro loves fighting against Ellie's. Absolutely loves it. Loads of boons to corrupt. Chill, of course, devastating against elementalists as well because, well, you know, attunement swaps count as skills. Increasing that cooldown is rough. And look at that bleeding. There's no revival either available for Enigma. He can't get that elementalist. Was just too pressured by the time the Guardian arrived to recover from that. Another 2 kills secured. The damage output is truly huge. However, red team do kind of have the map right now. They were able to wrestle middle away from their opponents. Now, Quarry is open. Is Lycra going to go for that? That's not happening right now. No, Willens to be going for middle. Wants to go for a kill. Sees Demolish open here. Z Squadron trying to disengage here. Has no support. Ooh, a kill happens right as they get, you know, as their players are coming back. That is not ideal whatsoever. Is there any pet res universe here? Yeah, I don't think so, no. Certainly not going to be happening anytime soon. Red can't hold mid-neutral. They're going to have to concede it. Yeah. They're waiting for the respawn, though. This is the kind of presence of mind and patience that is very important in games like this. This is what we like to see. And here it is. Demolish and the Catalyst. Ready to blast. Ready to pump. Here it is. And here's the respawn. Soul Beast now back. Here we go. And let's see. Again, this burst damage is scary, so they're going to be looking to essentially assassinate one of these players. Very likely the Necromancer or indeed the Deadeye. Warrior standing guard with Zintrex, so blue team do have the outnumber here. I think maybe red's plan is to draw blue away and then Zintrex goes for the decap. Yeah, looks like that is the case. However, Nezio is already here, but actually the Scrapper gets nuked again. Is that Signet Res coming through? It is, yes. Good hand res there. Very good discipline from blue to actually go for that revival. Zintrex was not able to actually get this decap either. The Necromancer is taken out of the fight though, so there is some kill potential. It's a good 4v4. Standard even 4v4, but that Soul Beast is getting blasted. Does get the evade with that Griffin stance. Needs to get the heal. The heal was interrupted, though, actually. That's certainly not ideal. Can this Soul Beast survive? Yes, they can. They hold on just barely, but oh my god, the damage is massive. Is there a res here from Enigma? Oh, there is not. It was already been used, unfortunately. Yeah, that fight not going well for red team. They're in a huge amount of trouble here. Ben Shapiro running away in fear. Okay, that's a statement. Nezio in a bit of trouble. Very, very low. Could they maybe get a rebound kill off the back of this? Let's see. There's a lot of support here, though. And yeah, the healing is good onto the Necromancer. Good Spectral Walk to juke away there at the same time. Soul Beast is back in the mix, though. And this is where things can get spicy. Because blue team cooldowns are starting to run low. And red team has held. If they can leverage this respawn, this could be big. Here comes the Soul Beast. Well, it's the target. It's going to be Nezio, I think. Nezio gets nuked. There it is. But honestly, red team need more than this. They're going to get... Oh, what an insane knockback. Crazy knockback on the Druid Glyph. Disgusting revival power there from that Druid. They turn it around. Demolish is dead. Enigma is absolutely dead. So, oh, that is going to be a massive win, actually. Holy shit. Ooh, this is bad for red. That is a massive backbreaker of a team fight there. The entire red team gets shattered into a million pieces. Thief gets the decap as well. Yeah, this is not looking good. This is now very, very bad. Like, it was a close game up until that point, but that's the kind of win that gets you a huge advantage. Like, you can see what happens on Fofar. When you lose big. It's not over. Of course, the inverse could happen, but there's only 4 minutes left, actually. It's been a fairly long game so far. But this is very bad. We have Zintrex, what to contest the Thief, of course. Yeah, actually decides not to. Maybe to go for the decap instead. Kind of concedes the fact that the Thief is just going to run around and there's no Thief to match it. Nezio is downstate, but Guardian actually does get that revival. No cleave available there, unfortunately, for the red team. 409 points for blue here. Can they make this happen? Okay, here we go. Blue about to fall. But yeah, Nezio actually holds. Isn't going downstate just yet. Has the blind well down. That might be enough. But every second that goes by is not a happy second for the red team. And yeah, even has the Signet available there. Does Nezio. And that's it. The Catalyst goes down yet again. We do have the Soul Beast securing a victory over here. And maybe if there's a neutralization on middle, there's something that can be done for red team. But again, they're in a 4v3. They're a player down. Actually, they did actually get the res. They actually did get the res, to be fair. So it's a 4v4 here on middle. Soul Beast pushing into middle. But they've got to win now and then basically triple cap their opponents for the rest of the game. And I just don't think that's realistic. Especially as their Catalyst just fell yet again. Enigma is more or less out of juice as well. This has one more set of virtues to try and hold on. Necromancer pushing him him down. The DPS is absolutely massive from the Necro. Look at that. And this is basically going to be the end, I think. This is, ooh, I mean, middle, yeah, no, it's the end. Okay, you know, we can't have any more Copium. Enigma falls, Zintrex falls, Demolish stands alone here on middle. And now he's going to fall over here in middle. He's dead. Nobody can get to mid in time. The kills are going to be actually very valuable points. Blue team is going to win. It is over. Red securing some nodes. But unfortunately,
Red team wins a capture point.
there's not enough nodes. Okay, they only have one. And now they're dead. Okay, they're completely dead. Boom. There it is. Blue team secure. The water drop.
Blue team grabbed
The
capture
waterfall.
point.
494. Going up to 500 points. And that's the end of the game. It is over. Wow. Floody on Hollow would have won. That actually is true, yeah. You know, if Floody was in this AT, he would have soloed it on Hollow Smith. Yeah. Yeah, the Scrapper just demolishing the entire game. Insane. Absolutely incredible gameplay, guys. We love to see it, guys. Incredible game content. Absolutely incredible content there. Well played there by the teams. Victory has occurred.